G'day everyone, this is Heath from the Antipodean D20, just welcoming you, take two, welcoming you to GaryCon, Virtual GaryCon, the Australia and New Zealand Take On Virtual GaryCon for Day 2. GaryCon is in its 15th year. It commemorates Gary Gygax and his creations in the world. Most notably, he is the co-creator for Dungeons and Dragons. This is the fourth virtual GaryCon, and I've had the honour of participating in all four and hosting the Australian team for all four of them. There is a physical convention in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin at the moment where they're gathering still, but they have kept the virtual component. There is a US team that we've just sort of taken over from. We will stream our little piece here, and then when we conclude, we hand over to a team in Germany who's looking after the European contingent, and then they hand back to the US. So it's almost 24 hours for the 3-4 days of the weekend, depending on where you are in the world. Just before we get into it, I'd actually like to do a acknowledgement to country. We acknowledge the traditional custodians of the country throughout Australia and their connection to the land, sea and community. We pay our respect to the elders past and present and extend that respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples today. Here in Adelaide, we're on Kaurna land, and I am proud to be here. I will now hand over to Matt Brown from Split the Party, who's running a game today from the Avatar RPG. Now, this is Avatar to do with airbending, although I don't think there's going to be too much airbending today. Not the 7-foot blue creatures from the James Cameron movie. And it's going to be very interesting to watch. So I will hand over to Matt.
Thanks, Heath. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this Australian and Oceanic edition of GaryCon. Day 2. I'm joined here with so many, both familiar and new faces, actually, and some faces that I am yet to play with, and I'm very excited to finally play with today. I'm Matt. I am a professional DM and producer and DM for Split the Party, a Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, wherever, we're content creators. We do D&D and comedy stuff. Check us out in the links below. And let's go down let's start left to right looking at the thing. Ben, hey, how you doing? Welcome to the stream.
Good, I am. Thank you.
Who are you playing? And give us a little bit about them in this world.
Please. I'm not trying to purposely butcher the name, but sure.
Oh, we were talking about this in pre chat. I think it was Yujuan.
Yujuan. Okay.
Yujuan.
The idealist.
And that is absolutely not me looking up a YouTube video with the pronunciation of that beforehand. We are totally getting this and nailing it in one go. Okay, so tell me about them.
Yeah. So, they are a person that specializes in like the scientist side of stuff. They've kind of grown up and being a bit rebellious as a teenager, and were taken under someone called Kim, and I'm not sure what happened to their parents until they kind of like found out what happened to them, and now they're here to make a name for themselves.
Excellent. And I know we've talked about Yujuan just now, but who are you? Who are you in bringing yourself into the thing? That's all right. I nearly did it myself. If I was playing a player character, I also probably would have introduced them first as well. I have the luxury of only having my stupid face to intro.
My name's Ben. I'm based in Adelaide, also from the Kaurna land, and yes, I'm a dabbler of all sorts. I am a graphic designer, but I also enjoy playing board games and RPGs. I guess in a nutshell, that's who I am.
Amazing. All right, Karen, next up. How you doing?
I'm doing good, thank you. I am Karen. I'm one half of Corsairs Cove on Twitch with my husband and partner in mostly RPG-based Josh the Pirate. What crimes are better in the real world? I'll leave that for you to work out. Yeah,
I'm just
we do a lot
assuming
of
many.
we do a lot of D&D. But we do other stuff as well. We're playing Dream Daddy at the moment on Thursdays, which is honestly so much funner than I was expecting. Came out of left field. But yeah, we have Hubblewood on Monday nights, Dream Daddy on Thursday nights, and Tactics on Tuesday nights, if anyone's interested. But today, I will be playing Kiku, the Hammer, a firebender. And honestly, my favorite thing about her is that her fighting style is flaming fists, which honestly just appeals to me on a deep spiritual level. Who doesn't want to punch things with fire?
I mean, I do. That's like if the one jealous thing and envy I have about this system and this universe being one of my favorite of all time universes is that we don't get to do these things. We don't get to control the elements from giant godlike lion turtles imbuing us with the power of energy while containing our balance of essence within ourselves. I want to punch the wall with fire at many times, but I don't get to. I don't get to.
So disappointed.
Is everything all right, Matt?
I'm going through some stuff, and it's mostly the lack of fire-based martial arts in my life. That's the problem I'm having.
What do you mean I can't punch people with fire when they're rude to me?
I mean, not even punch people. Just like I want to shoot a bolt of fire into the air and look cool while doing it sometimes, and I just don't get to.
I just want to set their shitty personalized number plates on fire.
Yeah. It says tax write-off. I'm gonna burn your plate. How's that? Anyway, NVC DM. Let's keep this going. How you doing, bud?
Grief. Hi, everyone. I am Nick, otherwise known as NVC DM. My pronouns are he, they. I am a TTRPG and general game enthusiast hailing from Perth, Western Australia. And Matt knows me as a scourge on many of his games that have been streamed in the past. But none of that matters because today I am playing Taiki the Bold, who uses he, him pronouns. Taiki is a young man who left the Northern Water Tribe, hoping to become a legendary warrior in the struggle against the Fire Nation. But since the war's ended, he's been finding things a bit difficult and is now just trying to make a name for himself in the world. So if the Water Tribe wasn't a giveaway, he is a waterbender who gets to use a cool floating daggers made of ice as his fighting style.
That's rad. Sorry, Karen, I'm going with the ice knives now instead. Like, I'm jealous about the ice knives being flung into the air. But maybe I should hold my tongue because we've got two more characters and players. Jackson, what are you playing? And tell us a little about yourself as well.
That's me. I'm Jackson. And what do I do with myself? I'm on the team at Campaign Coins. We make real metal tokens, treasure-worthy of Grace Adventures for all your favorite role-playing games. We missed those in 2020, 2021, didn't we? Real awesomes. And I'm also streaming every week on the Stream of Chaosium's official Call of Cthulhu live stream. But today I'm playing Lan, the Guardian, who grew up in Boat Bottom, orphaned from the war. I think there's probably plenty of orphans to go around, is the vibe I'm getting from this game. Orphaned from the war, and when she heard the Avatar defeated Fire Lord Ozai, she was inspired. She decided that it was probably something she could do with her life, and it wasn't selling fish. And so she's struck out with this, I think, band of young adventurers. And even though I don't think she has any illusions of grandeur for herself, she would very much like to be on the team and to, protect the next person who's going to save the world. So that's the plan.
Excellent. And last but certainly not least, we have John. How you doing, John? Muted. You're muted.
Sorry. Hey, I'm John from Meeples and Dragons. We're an online specialty TTRPG store based out of Brisbane. You can also find us here on Twitch every second Saturday night streaming our D&D campaign, Radiant Shadows. And tonight I'm playing Cheshire the Rogue. Cheshire grew up in a family of bandits in the Rocky Mountains outside Udall. He's realized that not every family is bandits and taking advantage of people, so he sort of left the family and with a few new friends along the way is trying to get rid of his old ways or reformed thief with a crew of friends at least.
Excellent. All right, and someone actually said the name of the town that we are starting in today. It is called Boat Bottom. Before we dive straight into that, I have a little bit of kids on bike style housekeeping with the game to do. We are going to establish some relationships between each other, and then we will get straight into the adventure because we are using pre-generated characters in the adventure called Air and Wind, which is part of the Wan Shi Tong's adventure guide that came out when the whole Kickstarter launched, and then this was basically a book that was part of the stretch goals. So these are really fun, cool, self-contained adventures. They can take 1 to 2 sessions. We're kind of running a modified version of one of them because we have about 3 hours, and this might not be enough time to do the whole thing. So enjoy the compressed version of this adventure. Okay, so first up, we have let's start with John, reverse order. We need some relationships of both who you know, why you're here, and basically the group usually is more cohesive when you have relationships already established. So it's not you meet in a tavern. This game usually assumes that it wants you to already know and be rough friends or acquaintances with each other. So who would who would you be closest with in the group?
Is this the connections part of the character?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to say Taiki is way too uptight, too trapped in themselves, and they need to break some rules.
All right. Taiki, how do you feel about that?
He's probably right. Yes.
I went with the bold factor there.
Definitely too overconfident and needs to chill out a bit, I think. It's 100% right.
All right. Well, Jackson, in your
Hi.
connections, what have you got for us?
Yeah, so I want to figure out who is my ward, who needs me on their back, who will I protect, because they might just be the one to save the world. Yes, can I just pick someone random?
You can. You absolutely
nothing
can.
bad will happen.
No,
That's
so
good to know.
this is more or less like helping you establish relationships, so you can, if you're with a new group of players, you can help break the ice with some role play, and it's also similar to the ideals, bonds, and flaws in D&D. It's basically role playing help for you to have some kind of bedrock to make your character work effectively. It's not mechanically going to benefit you too much. It's just role play help.
Oh, understood. So I guess Ben, did you just wave at me before? I'll take it. Yushwan looks like they are somewhat lonely and might need a friend. So yes, Yushwan is my ward.
So my immediate thought was, is that a backhanded compliment? But
Yeah.
You look like a loser. Let's be friends.
Yeah.
Because you might
Straight up.
save the world. It was a backhanded compliment with a complimentary force wing.
Look, you got him either way. Good job. So okay, next up, Nick, what have you got?
I am going to decide who is the one that scoffs at me and my plans, and that one day I'm going to show them what I can really do. And I think it's probably going to be Lan.
It's going to be Lan.
Lan is going to scoff at me.
All right, I better get scoffing.
Once again, unlike your Cthulhu game, nothing bad will happen if you scoff at me.
Nothing ever happens that happens in Cthulhu.
Lovely. It's such positive vibes.
Note to
Aaron.
self: scoff at Vicky. Easy done.
All right. Karen, what have you got on your connections?
I have got Blank has a way to solve problems with words instead of fists. It's really impressive. And I worry Blank won't be able to hold up their own when things get tough. I'm going to toughen them up. Sounds like a challenge. I feel like Chess's roguish charm might fill the first one.
Charm.
Because it says you have a roguish charm on your sheet. So.
Uh-oh.
Hop to it. You better be charming as heck for everybody now.
Oh,
Charm
dear.
can take many forms. Don't panic.
Bumbling idiot it is.
And
super endearing. Love it. And I worry Blank won't be able to hold up their end of the maybe
I just got here. No.
We all, in
no,
fact,
yeah.
just got here.
That's fine. That's fair.
You they say you're polite and cautious.
I am
Like,
too polite and too cautious, perhaps.
you're just gonna get beat down on. You got to throw
Yeah.
more fire punches.
Oh, well, that's good to know. All right. Kiku thinks I won't be able to hold my own. Good to know.
Okay. And then Ben, what have you got on yours?
Okay, I have I recognized some of the pain I felt inside of blank. I'm going to try and help them. And blank frustrates me so much when they act without thinking about the consequences. I feel like that's a rogue kind of thing to do, so
Pile them on the rogue today.
and I feel like who am I going to try and help? As I can feel like the pain that they're trying to mask. Who? I'm going to say Lamb. While
Lamb
he's trying to
cool.
help me, I'm going to try and help them.
All right. Good. Yeah. Excellent. I'll protect you from punches, and you protect me from emotional scars. Is that the go?
Yep.
What did you say?
I recognize some of the
Oh, you
pain.
recognize
Some of the
recognize my
I
pain.
have felt. Yes. So I'm
Oh,
going to help them.
it's nice. Thank you.
So you called him a loser and you want to be friends, and he thinks you're just as much of a tortured soul as he is, and that's why you're now friends.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're
best.
both just like
Sounds
pitying
like high
each
school again.
other.
Yes.
It's like it's like a pity
Like a-
contest.
They're like, no, I suck more.
And that's why we're friends.
Oh my gosh. All right, I got some questions about your, I guess, the world for you guys.
Sorry, should we go back around and fill in both connections? I think I scrolled down one. Or should we just do one?
Let's just go with one for now, and then if you find
Excellent.
that another one kind of comes out of the role play, that also works.
Love it.
Just so we can get into the story part itself. But
Oh, can
I
hear
can't
me?
hear him.
That's
that-
gone mute.
Okay,
We
cool.
all-
That was me.
Oh, thank goodness. All of us at the same time went,
It's like,
is
can
that
you still
just
hear
me?
Yeah.
What's everyone else's
Oh,
faces
no.
doing?
has it come back?
Hey,
Yes.
back
Yeah,
again.
it's back.
Yay!
Oh,
I
thank
think-
goodness.
Oh,
got
no,
Matt again.
I thought my Go XLR did the thing. It's got a weird connection on it. Okay. We're good though, right? We're good now.
We're so
We're
good.
good. We're good.
Still crispy. Okay. So I need to find out. I know some of you are already from Boat Bottom, but I need to know why the rest of you might be in Boat Bottom, and you needed to find something in there. What was it, and why was it so vital to you being here? Because this is not a big town. This is quite a small fishing town, in fact.
Well, Lan is from Boat Bottom, and she worked down at the fish market. So whatever y'all were looking for, maybe there was something in the fish market.
All right. Anybody else?
Well, I am out to capture the Master Thief, Kawan. Sorry, I'm mispronouncing this. Who hopefully I'll grab a great bounty for my caregiver.
Was
Kim.
was the thief Keon Yu by chance?
Great thief, key on you.
I'm trying to capture myself.
Maybe.
No, it's spelled
Um,
differently.
So, all right then. With this, I think I also need. The object of your search wasn't easy to find or obtain. What is currently standing in your way?
Bu- 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 bu. What's standing in my way?
Or, alternatively, why did you agree to help each other? Or, like, what brought you guys together?
So this is
Other than needing money from a potential bounty that you might find.
something we were all doing, or
Yeah, it's kind of be like a group goal. This would be like what ties you guys together as the group.
So somehow or other, we all ended up on the hunt for this thief with a bounty.
All right.
I mean,
Right.
Kiku's trying to be a good person and do good, which is hard when you just want to punch everything with fire. So she's trying to surround herself by people to help her in her goal to be good and do good by punching people with fire, but only when necessary.
All right.
Cheshire is trying to leverage some old contacts that he has, and he's aware of a contact in Boat Bottom. It's partly for a good reason, to try to find some illicit contacts for what's the word I'm looking for? Any leads on the banditry, but at the same time he realizes that there's an opportunity to gain by knocking out the competition in the area.
Okay. All right. Well, sorry to interrupt.
I feel like we all have a lot of pros and cons, and I think we probably work effectively as a team than we do alone. So by working as this team, by also gaining the loot, we are, I guess, doing other stuff as well, ticking boxes, maybe.
And the other interesting thing in this one is this is an Aang era adventure, so there currently is still no airbenders that are out and about in the world, because 100-year war has probably been over for about 3 to 5 years at this point. It's not a huge amount of time, and Korra and her adventures that start bringing airbenders back into the world has not happened yet. But in saying that, we're going to start our adventure in the town of Boat Bottom. Boat Bottom's like a small fishing village, very similar, if you have watched the series, to the area with the Painted Lady. It's kind of like a village on stilts, basically. All of these wooden poles are sticking into the bottom of the lake, and there are boardwalks basically going from huts on stilts and homes, abodes, shops, you name it, all on the water itself. It's not really a moving settlement, but it is high enough that if the lake was to flood, that it's not going to immediately get washed away. But that has been a threat in the past with the weather. You have found yourselves in Boat Bottom, looking for a lead on a person or a thief called Qian Yu, Qianyu.
Chian?
Qian Yu? I thought it was Qian. Qian Yu? It
You
might
might
be
be
that.
a ch.
It might be a ch. That's apologies for the pronunciation. It's a Qian Yu. And they are supposedly around the town of Boat Bottom. Now, you have met up with your other friends from the town, or, some for the first time, some have been a contact for a while. But right now, you're looking around this semi-populated day. The market, it's fairly overcast. It's not really doing anything with the weather in particular. But you know your leads start here. They must. It's like a you. How do I put this? I'd say the last stop you were in was a town called Udao, and there's a place called Toff's Metal Bending Academy that has just opened up with a very famous war veteran that may or may not run the academy over there. But it was one of their acolytes that basically pointed you towards this town of Boat Bottom to have a look for this person. Now, they have basically labeled them a thief, and not much more than that. That's about all the information they gave you, and a rough, very bad sketch on a piece of scroll parchment, painted in like really botched ink strokes. It's not great. Very one step beyond a stick figure, almost, really. But I'll throw to you.
Good start.
What would be your first point here that you would like to address?
I should clarify. So we've been traveling together and we're coming to Boat Bottom now?
I would say anyone who's not from Boat Bottom has
gotcha.
traveled to Boat Bottom. If you're already from Boat Bottom,
I was already in Bobo.
you've been like pulled into the fold of this
Gotcha.
task. Yeah.
All right. Well, in that case, I'd suggest we well, I have to go sell my fish down at the market tomorrow. So if everyone wants to come with me and just lie low and see what I do, then you can try to catch anyone acting suspicious while I can do a distraction. Does distraction help? I think distractions help sometimes.
If you're intent on selling your fish, perhaps we could go down there and ask some questions of other people at the market who may have seen something going on or know.
Well, that's just it. If you're like sneaking around asking questions, and I'm just off in the corner selling my fish, maybe I'll hear something.
I possibly have an old friend down at the fish market I can always tap. Might know a little bit of a rumor about what's going on.
Who's your friend?
Who is your friend?
I might know them.
You, Ben?
You, Ben? What do I know about you, Ben? Yeah.
Well, let's say, John, can you tell me about you, Ben? Because I didn't give him this character. We exist now.
Yep.
Oh, great.
You, Ben, is a contact that people tee up to organize smuggling routes through Boat Bottom. I'm going to assume Boat Bottom has a dock or cargo comes through. Yeah.
I guess like if Riverside
At
Town's
least
not.
one.
Yeah, Riverside Town's not an apt description of this place where it literally sits on a river.
Mhm.
I mean, there are connectors to the side of the shore of the river. But
sailors,
this place is on the water.
And sailors know a few less than shallow docking locations. And you, Ben, you go to organize to move some cargo you otherwise don't want the taxman to see.
Oh, you don't want that Earth King taking your taxes. That's why I know that much. Okay, well, so we're gonna go try and find you, Ben, at the roughly in the markets of Boat Bottom.
And he usually pretends to be a fish merchant.
Pretends to be a fish merchant. Okay. Well, you can find yourself before we move this scene into the markets. Would anyone else like to do anything?
Go to the fish market.
All right, hell yeah, let's go to the fish market.
What a good idea.
So you find the fish market. It looks like the river has actually been cleaned up fairly nicely recently. A lot of waterbenders have come through and removed, actually in combination with earthbenders, have removed the scum out of the river. There was a whole factory incident that occurred here, and it pretty much poisoned a lot of the industry here, and all the fish were just not healthy, and you could not eat them. So everyone's very much looking forward to getting into the back into the workforce, basically, to make sure they can make a good living, and some more than others. But Lan, you're trying to find Benyu in the market. Oh no, hold on. You weren't trying.
Chessa knows Benyu.
Chessa knows Benyu. You're looking for someone to sell them. You're looking to sell them to someone. We're looking for Benyu. So, in saying that, looking around the markets, Chessa, you see a couple different vendors here. They look to be, regular, unassuming, let's say, vendors that would probably come here day to day. No one's really sticking out to you at this moment that would fit your description, or at least like the style of vendor this person is. But Lan, you can see probably some of the prominent fish, the fishmongers that usually set up shop here. You think they could be a good mark to try and sell
to? Sure. Sell my fish too?
If you want.
What do I do? Am I a fish person? What do? I sell fish at the market. Of course. I catch the fish and I sell them to them. Oh, I'm learning so much more about my character just sitting here.
I love it when a plan comes together.
All right, yeah. In that case, yes, I'm here. I'm here to help. Here I am with my big bag of fish, and I'll just case them up one by one. Excuse me, sir. I can't help but notice you're running a little bit low on halibut, and I've got a fresh cash this morning, and I wonder if
The
you happen to have
biggest
any.
guy just turns around and he's got like a big. He's got no shirt on, apron. You can kind of see like his body's moving around the apron as it is tightly taut on his back, and he's just like, "You want to do what with
What?
this?"
I just have some fish, and I was wondering if you wanted to buy any.
Oh, why didn't you say so? These are fairly small fish.
Oh, well, if they're too big, I can't really carry them.
Yes, but you see these muscles? And he kind of pulls it up, and he's like, lumberjack fit. And he's like, you carry the big fish, you can make the more money. And when you make the more money, what happens?
You get the bigger fish?
You get the even bigger fish, yes! And then it just feeds into itself. It's bigger cycle, more money, bigger fish, bigger muscle at this point. Yes? Do you want big muscle?
Yes.
Okay, well, one day you'll get the big fish. You bring
Does
to
he turn
me.
around and pick up a large muscle, like
like
the
the
shellfish?
mollusk?
Yeah,
Muscle.
correct.
You pick it like, that's a big muscle. I'll take it. What are we doing? So
Having fun.
we're having fun. This conversation kind of loops a little bit. You see someone kind of watching you at this point,
Oh no.
and I guess, can you make?
What would someone else pick
Oh
up?
yeah, would anyone else like
on
to?
on Lan being watched since she's busy doing a terrible job of selling a fish.
That is true. You're watching them have an exchange. Everybody else is, I guess, and then you the rest of you be casing the joint at this point.
Yeah, probably
Yeah.
looking out to see if we can work out who this which vendor is most likely to be the guy that we're looking for.
And I'd be close by to Taiki saying, that stall isn't very well attended over there.
Oh yeah.
You want to steal the fish?
I'm not saying we have to, but if you're interested.
You want to steal the fish?
What's another fish?
Cod?
You can absolutely try
Flathead?
to steal the fish
Marlin?
you like. You can always try.
Well, I'm going to see if I can entice Taiki to assist in stealing the fish.
All right.
How can you just go over to that store and ask that man to see some, perhaps he's got some squid or octopus, and I'm just going to see if I can pick up that cod.
You know what? I can have a conversation. What you do while I'm having that conversation is your own business.
Glad to have you aboard, Taiki.
Hello, fish vendor.
Are you
I
going
don't
to
know
the
what
big
your
one
name
or
is. Yeah.
another one?
No. This is the other one that
We gotta check
Texas
all
pointed
the
out,
fish
the poorly-
vendors.
You got to
the
check all
poorly
of it.
guide
Okay,
one.
We gotta check all of them.
This
Hello,
one
second fish vendor.
Because
They-
NPCs are
Yeah,
an
NPCs.
unlimited resource. Like
It's
that's
just-
the great thing about being a GM is they just come straight out of your
They
brain.
come straight
no.
at you. You don't have to think about anything. The guy's name is, he turns around and he's just another big dude. He's got
Oh, what are the odds?
He's like, oh, I see you've met my cousin over there.
Wow, is this
shit,
operation
something.
something that runs in the family?
No, mate. I just love
Or just
impersonating him.
coincidentally.
He's over there doing his stuff. I have a very similar body to him. Completely different family tree. We are cousins though.
You guys go to the same gym?
You
Or
know
do you just
what?
work out lifting fish?
No, Jim has been training us for a bit, but I gotta say, he's not really going up to scratch at this point. His lessons are getting a bit shabby ever since Buggerlugs over there started getting so big he just carries the fish and calls it exercise, It's
Yeah,
just
no, I
it's,
can see that happening. Yeah.
it's just the way it is. Anyway, what can I do for you, mate?
And
Swipe the fish.
I would like to gesture to the part of the stall that's the furthest away from where Queso is looking to go to, and be like, you want to show me some of these fine clams that you have over here, please?
Oh, yeah. If you're looking for finger dexterity, look no further than a good clam trying to get those puppies open. We have not invented the shucking process yet, so we have to just force these bad boys open.
Wow.
You know what I mean? You just got to rip them
I-
apart.
I
It's
can
all
see why you're so
forearms and
well-muscled.
fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like your grip strength must be phenomenal.
I don't think I've ever seen such biceps, but on a finger level basis.
Finger
That's all I can say.
biceps.
Squeezing.
And he's just like, and it goes like it's huge. Anyway, cousin over there, he's got big showy muscles, but I've got the fingers that destroy clams. Oh my god, what am I saying?
Clam destroying fingers.
Never skip finger day.
Whoops! All right.
Anywho.
Anyway.
Oh no.
Yeah, so these fresh.
Yeah, what can I do for you, mate?
Good grief. Well, two things. One, are these clams fresh? And the second, do you smuggle stuff?
He goes to answer and he's just like, yeah. No. What do you need?
Got him.
What do you need, mate?
Oh, look. Other than some beautiful fresh clams, we're looking for a guy.
He pulls you real close with only
Yeah.
one of his bicep fingers.
Wow.
What
That
do
is
you
a
need?
powerful finger.
Yeah.
We're
Don't
looking
make me
for,
use them.
We're looking for someone.
What are you looking for?
I need to double check the name because we're looking for Shan
You
Yu.
bet.
You're looking for
Oh,
Shan
no,
Yu.
sorry. Yeah. Do you know?
What's it gonna be worth to you?
My undying gratitude and a new finger exercise routine.
With those little noodles that you're calling limbs, the fingerling joints.
Oh no, these aren't strength fingers. These are dexterous fingers. You've got the muscle. Now you need to work on the flexibility.
I'm listening.
What is going on? So yeah, it's kind of like finger yoga.
Yeah.
And just working on different movements. And I'm gonna, I guess, try and show him some finger dexterity stuff.
All right. Look, first
Mostly
skill
just
check
the
of the
Vulcan,
session.
just
What,
mostly
can you
the
roll?
Vulcan salute.
Can you roll for finger dexterity? You're looking for we've got 2d6
What would you like me to
system. You're
roll
looking
with?
for you're looking to roll 7+. Let's call it creativity.
That's great. I have a +1 to creativity.
Yeah. Why not?
So that's a 9. With my +1 is 10.
A 10. That's a good success. What do you do? You actually get a hit, good hit even.
Nice. I guess I'm just going to do some weird finger movements, like going in the Vulcan salute and like wrapping them up and like kind of crossing your fingers, but like crossing all of them.
I've
And
never
like, yeah.
seen it. I've never seen someone so dexterous with their hands, but also so skilled in the ways of that before. Also, you didn't have to show me that before, the deal. I could just walk away now and I got what I wanted.
Oh, you think that, but I'd like to see you try and demonstrate it.
You are a killer at heart. I knew it. All right, no, deal. Done deal. Okay. Don't put those fingers near me. All right. So you're looking. Look, I call it a safe house, but it's more of a safe tent that they got going on. And it's they point like just down the boardwalk.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, they frequently come in and out of down there. And you're gonna want to make sure that you're around when they head in there, because they're not particularly an easy customer. They're pretty slippery. All right. The place is called the Jelly Shack.
The Jelly Shack.
Yeah, it's you won't miss it. They just invented this whole new food process. It's wild, honestly.
Wow, they didn't invent a new way to open clams.
Nah, unfortunately not. That's all on the guys over in the market, apparently.
Dehydrated jellyfish.
Yeah. Jelly Shack.
Wow, that's handy. Thank you
Yeah.
very much for your help. And I like scribble down some loose notes on like what sets and reps to do for finger exercises.
And like once again, really big dude, tiny
Yeah.
note, and he's like,
Yeah.
yeah, this is gonna be great. I'm gonna show my own family member what's what, and I'm gonna show him how to get it done. Wait, hold on, no.
Yeah, you're getting it.
Ugh.
Yeah, a couple of months. those fingers will be strong and flexible. You'll be just about unstoppable in
I
that department.
I
That
will
very
be
specific thing.
I will be. My niche will become so much smaller after this. Anyway.
And I think after that bizarre exchange, I don't know if Kaiser has managed to steal any fish like they were planning to.
Oh yes, we
I
were
am go-
doing that, didn't we? I got too into the bit. Okay. So
At this point, I don't care if I don't get the cod.
can you roll a focus check for us?
Focus. 4.
Is that, you got a 4?
Got a 4.
Do you have any plus to that or anything like that?
Yeah, +0.
Oh, okay. That's a fail. All right. You go down. So, actually, no. You dig your own grave. How do you mess this up?
I grabbed the cod.
Yep.
But I neglected to undo the string that was attached to the stool. So it's a case of grabs it and goes to run and literally it just lands on his back.
Just Looney Tunes yanked back.
So you trip on a rope in
No,
the stall.
It's still attached to the fish. So he grabs the fish, but it's still attached. So he literally does it almost like a Looney Tunes thing, running and then just.
No, I get you. I thought you put yourself in a much worse situation. So that's good.
I should check in. I hate to play other people's characters, but I'm keen to learn how this game works. Chester has a talent for casual thievery, and may get to add their survival score to the pickpocket. Am I reading that right? To the casual thievery roll.
Is this the? Oh yeah, you've got a bonus there, man.
Bringing them down.
Yeah, bringing them down. You've picked up some bad habits over the years. Most other people are pretty set. Yeah, right in the middle of your sheet. You got a little bonus there.
So we've all got these fish on our character sheets.
Yes.
And they've got one concept at one end and one at the other.
Mm-hmm.
And we seem to be being pulled at various points towards one end or the other, whether that's friendship and survival, and self-reliance and trust.
Mm-hmm.
What can you tell us about that, Matt?
So this is called the balance track. Basically, this is your character's opposing ideals within yourself. You will sit somewhere on this track. Typically, you'll start at like when you're like an intro character like we are, you'll start at the 0 point, and you at various points will be pulled in directions towards these. So Chisa the Rogue is friendship and survival, and right now they're doing kind of a survival-esque move, which could put them on their balance track further to survival. This could.
Did I entice the bad friend into this act? So wouldn't it be indulge a bad habit with a friend?
Could be.
So I still roll. I rolled the 4.
Yeah, you still would roll.
But what would I add to it?
So you get pulled towards survival, and then you roll with survival.
Yeah, so you would roll with the survival there. So you'd be at a +1. You'd be at a +1 to it.
Okay. Well,
but you're indulging bad habit with a friend, so you shift towards friendship, and you roll with friendship instead.
Mm-hmm.
At what level of friendship or survival?
It would basically go up or down depending on the action you've chosen. So yours would probably go towards friendship there, because you are working with someone here, right?
Yep.
Hello.
So you would shift your balance 1 towards friendship, which means you would now get a +1 towards anything to do with the friendship type roll.
Okay, but I would still fail. Yes.
That is still indeed a fail. Yes.
Okay, gotcha. So I'm
So you're looking at a 7 minimum to pass your checks.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a hit?
Yeah. Sorry, a hit is a 7.
Excellent.
And then 10 to 12 or 10 plus is like a resounding hit or a good. I can't remember the terminology for it, but it's like basically it's like you get what you want on a 7 to a 9, and then you crit above 10.
I see.
Effectively, yeah. In like other game terms, but you fall over. You manage to sweep the leg of yourself onto the floor.
I'm such a good thief.
And you find yourself at the feet of someone looking down upon you. They look like they are a professional of some kind. They are in earth-bending attire, and they look like they've, very confused at what you've just done, but also a little bit annoyed at you.
Hello there.
Yeah. don't pretend that I didn't see that, because I totally saw that, and your friend over there is doing actually a pretty good job of distracting. So, you know, it's not hard to do the right thing.
Noted. And I try to stand up and brush myself off.
Now, who are you? Because you don't really look like you're used to the town here, because people don't usually exactly just steal fish right off the market stall.
I'm Cheshire. I'm here with a few friends of mine.
Huh. And your
And you are?
friends? Look. If it's all right with you, I'd like to take you guys out for a meal. At the very least. Maybe some tea, a meal. I think your particular skills could be improved. You know, I'm not saying that you're in trouble. You know, I'm not arresting you or anything. There's no militia or government here that's gonna do anything to us. But your friend over there was pointing over at the jelly hut. Why was that happening?
He was attempting to distract for me. So if you were curious about
Good call.
a hut of jelly, then I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay. Would you be heading towards the jelly shack after this?
Don't know. Depends whether or not my friend has gained an interest in what the current fish merchant has been informing him of.
All right. Let's find out. And they basically just stand with you. They help you up for one. They stand with you.
Am I getting a bad vibe from this person?
You're getting a vibe of some kind, because you thought you had been busted, but then they offered you a job.
Okay. I'm just gonna hold the cards close to my chest and see how this plays out.
Yeah. What is so Taiki?
Hello.
What are you doing? You coming back over?
I think I'm probably going to signal to everyone else that I'm like, hey, I know something. Assemble, group of people.
Ruffians back.
Yes.
Kiku and Yujuan, what are you guys thinking right now? Where's your headspace at?
I've been kind of just trying to keep track of everybody in case anyone needs to get punched, which thankfully does not appear to have been the case. I'm a little sus on the person standing with Chessa, though.
Did you see Chessa absolutely stack it?
Oh, definitely, definitely. I chuckled.
No check required. Everyone watch that embarrassment.
That's on par for my rolls.
Yeah,
didn't check the fish was untethered. Amateurs.
I feel like Yushwan is standing aside Kiku, kind of watching how all this is unfolding.
Let's say, can you make a focus check for me real quick, as you're like effectively surveying right now and taking it all in from a bit of a different perspective to everyone else?
Okay, a 10.
10.
On focus.
Ooh,
You got plus
nice.
on anything?
9.
Oh, still success. It's
Okay,
just
good.
not a
Great success.
yeah, just regular hit. So you look at this person, you're like, they seem familiar. You can't really place your tongue on it, and then you pull out like the really badly drawn ink drawing from the academy, and it kind of lines up. You think it kind of lines up? Maybe like the hair's coming out of hair, like ponytail's the wrong way, and you know she's not wielding a glaive, but she's got similar dress. For maybe that's them.
This is Chan Yu, the bandit we're after.
Yeah.
Nice. That was easy.
Kiku, can you
I'm
have a look
so
at
good
this?
at my
This looks-
job.
This looks very. Could this be it? Just curious.
Can I look at the picture? What's my opinion of this resemblance?
The drawing is like the drawing's bad. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Could you also make a focus check? I'm going to give you a +1 to it though, because your friend's effectively helping you on this one.
Assisting.
9 + 1, so 10.
9. Okay, that's a good hit. So yeah, you're kind of going like it's the pieces are clicking in. You spot like some descriptors that kind of match, enough of the bad parchment that you've got. Except this person they don't look like a ruffian. They look like, I don't know, like the closest you could put it to would be like archaeologist would be their descriptor of probably profession.
They look like
So-
the person we're after, but they're not acting like a bandit.
No.
What does a bandit act like, though?
The thing that was on your sheet was that they were called a thief, not explicitly a bandit.
Oh, my
Hmm.
apologies.
Yeah.
I'm the expanded. I also
So you-
really
so
want
you-
to
so you're
find
getting
out.
the same vibes, Kiku? Like something about this person?
Oh, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it.
Okay, cool.
Can I make a beeline straight for Taiki? I don't know if I pronounced that right. Taiki?
Yeah, Taiki is.
Taiki.
Taiki is what I'm going with.
Okay,
for
cool.
the
I'm just
foreseeable
gonna
future.
immediately let's say I've been sitting on a barrel. I'm just gonna shoot off the barrel and just head straight for Taiki.
Like a flaming, like the line of a flaming fist. Much as
People
I
are
do want
getting
to
out of
advance
my
the
way.
plot, I do want to find out what happened with Land's transaction with the fish guy.
Yeah, I'll
Oh,
make
nothing
that
productive, I'm
transition.
sure.
I'll head over to land.
I
really
would
sell the
say
muscle.
they've given Lan a routine of fish lifting to do to get muscles as big, and they also,
Nice.
they've told you to load up on various kinds of protein available.
Sure.
They've
all
given
of
you
this,
a full
all of this
regime.
advice.
Yeah.
They've given me all this advice, but they haven't given me a single coin to my fish.
Oh,
Is that
not
the
at all,
impression I
no.
get?
Yeah.
That's
The
fine.
barter system.
Yeah. You have solicited workout advice from the muscle-bound fishmonger.
All right. Oh, Yuxuan. I'm not sure. This guy didn't want to buy my fish.
What? I
Could
turn
be
to
the smuggler we're after.
I turn to the muscle-bound person. Are you going to buy the fish or not?
Oh, they're too small.
All right. How about 1 coin?
You drive bargain. It's not a good one. But I could have 1 coin for this bad fish.
There
Oh,
you go, Lan. Easy.
thank you.
You get 1 denomination of monies.
Yeah, all the
One-
Avatar nerds
one
in chat can
currency
tell
unit.
us what currency is called in this. Because I think we've just betrayed the fact that we don't have any hardcore Avatar fans in the game.
I
Is that
actually put
right?
Avatar is my favorite series, and I still don't know the name of the currency. But
Oh,
also,
okay.
Yuan.
we
YUAN.
is
There
it
you go.
Yuan? Ah, there you go. There you go. I'm still going to
Excellent.
call it. Well, you get 1 denomination of monies.
Oh, catchy.
It's got a better ring.
$1
fun.
do.
Yeah, I remember we played an Avatar stream a little while ago, and none of us remembered what the money was, so it just became you get some denomination of coins every time, and I think the gag is just funny at this point. Okay, so you get one
Perfect.
yuan for
One
your
yuan.
troubles. Yeah.
Anyone else? Should we gather back together as a?
Yeah, kind of just handful Lan and just 2, I guess, Kiku and Taiki.
Right. Well, I had a profitable morning, somewhat.
And remember, you get profits if you get the muscle.
Yeah.
No, that's just gains.
Yes, monetary gain, protein, muscle gain. It's all good.
All
Dude.
game.
Good.
It's the
Good.
circle of life.
It's the circle of my arms.
It's huge. Did anyone else have any more success?
Hey everybody. Yeah,
Taiki.
I found some cool information. I think we might know where the person we're looking for is.
Taiki.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
yeah,
see how Chess is over there with that person over there. Don't look.
Okay.
Just over there.
Just absolutely just fully turns around to look.
You see her look over, she's like, hey.
So,
Me and
yeah, I see them.
Yuan are pretty sure that is in fact the person we're looking for, standing with Chessa right now. I don't think Chess has realized that though.
That's Jian Yi, the thief. The thief with the bounty. The thief with the bounty that we're here to get. That we're going to get the bounty on the
Wait,
thief.
wait,
And
wait,
that's
Lan, wait.
her.
Lan, you're saying that. Wait, Lan, Kiku, you're saying that I gave away finger dexterity secrets to this guy to get information to find the person we're looking for, and they've been standing behind me this whole time.
Yes.
No, not the finger dexterity treatment.
Wow.
Honestly, I think you overvalue your secrets of finger dexterity, but yes,
It's a vital water bending technique. Is finger dexterity.
Okay, cool.
All right. So what's the plan? We for 4-on-1, we go rescue Jessa, and we, I don't know, put the thief in the net, and then bring him in, get the bounty. Is that what we do?
If they're a thief, they might be dangerous.
Oh,
Jessa
I
could be in
think
danger.
We should flank them, surround them.
All right. Well, hopefully he hasn't, pointed us out, and she doesn't know who we are. Maybe we just blend into the crowd.
Over and she's still looking at him.
maybe if we just casually, maybe we casually just wander over like it's nothing weird's going on, and then we could grab them.
Yeah, I like that. Casually circle them slowly.
Just kind of move in a spread pattern and like just not draw attention to the fact that we're obviously trying to surround them, and then see what happens.
Just gonna like the plan, like it, but elaboration. One of us goes in super obvious right up to them. Hey Chester, who's your new friend? Introduce us. What's going down? And then the rest of us sneak in around and like lunge.
Yeah, we could do that. So we just so one person makes the entry, and then everyone else, while that person's creating a distraction or engaging in conversation, everyone else just pincer maneuver around, and then like a bunch of velociraptors that don't exist in this universe.
I can have a go. I can try to see what they're about, because I have a move called Suspicious Mind. I've just realized I have a suspicious mind. I think I can turn that suspicious mind on this person to figure out anything more that we might need to know about how they're feeling.
So then you want to go in first, be the person that goes in first.
Yeah.
So here's the plan. Yes. Lan goes in first, and we'll all just kind of spread and not draw too much attention to ourselves, and kind of do a surrounding. And the reason I'm going into so much detail on this plan is because I have a move called Here's the Plan. And it's when you commit to a plan with the group, I get a roll, and I can
you have a giant diary of just like plans. Like
that's right. It's just a big book that's got plans.
Yes, the have you met pincer move person while we're doing
have you met
stuff.
crab claw plan?
Yeah.
But yeah, and it lets me roll and then potentially get some points that I can use later on while this plan is being executed.
No, wait! I need to scoff at that plan.
Oh, that means. Okay.
I don't know. I don't get too close.
So like how you kind of suggested.
This happens every single time, Lan. You need to trust the plan.
No, this is also really funny.
I'm a land without a plan.
This is also really funny because I take a -1 penalty to my roll for everyone who doesn't agree with the plan.
We shouldn't.
Quick, stop agreeing with him. Stop agreeing with him.
We've been through this many times.
I just don't know. There's only 5 of us, and they're thieves. They've got a bounty. Non-violent people don't have bounties. I'm just gonna go up and have a chat and see what I can find out.
But in case that's what the plan's for. You scope it out. We pinch them, and if they try to leave, I have stink bombs and noxious traps.
That's why it's in the book. That's why there's a book with the plans in.
Yeah.
And I can like deliberately fatigue myself to stun people as well. So
I love it.
If I can get behind them and hit them right in the back of the head, I might be able to stun them.
So can I get a quick show of who's on board and who's not on board with the plan? Who's on board?
I'm down with the plan.
Yeah.
Down with the plan.
I don't.
Okay, Lan, are you down with the plan?
I want to be down with the plan, but no, you have told me, Mike, our connection is that I must scoff at your plans, and I'm gonna hold you to that. So I will continue to scoff.
Fair enough.
Just to be a dickhead. I think we should get more information, but I think it's too soon. It's too dangerous. Matt,
can I make a Here's the Plan roll?
Yes, you can.
Thank you.
So, with his plan, you're looking at creativity,
Correct.
and you're taking a -1 who doesn't like for each person not agreeing with you.
Yes, correct.
All right.
I get a +1 to creativity, which is cancelled out by Lan. So this is just going to be a
Great roll.
raw roll, and that is a 10, 2 5s.
Ooh,
So I get a
Well, now.
holding. You get hold
I
two.
get hold 2. Okay, so I've got a hold 2.
What does a hold
Perfect.
2 get you?
So it's just a point pool that I can spend on moves that I do later on while this plan is being executed. So if I have to like
Oh.
grab someone and make a thing, I can add a point to that from my hold.
And so you've got hold 2 in that
Yep.
case. So cool. All right. Anyone else? You've got a plan laid out.
When ready, I'm going to go in and execute my part of the plan and see if I
Alright.
can turn my suspicious mind.
Before they actually start, Cheshire's just standing beside this person.
Who has been watching us this entire
yeah,
time?
All this kind of unfold.
Everyone, huddle,
Yeah,
huddle.
I really feel like in the Avatar spirit, this is like a hardened kind of thief, wanted criminal, and we're just a bunch of teenagers.
I love this
yes.
game.
Is that what's going on?
Yes,
of,
I love
yeah.
this game for this part of it. The teenagers planning an attack that may not be particularly well thought out because they're teenagers.
Can I do 2 things? One, from the information I had on Ben Yu, did the fish merchant ring any bells, or is this person ringing some bells in regards to that? The descriptions I did have of that person.
As in like who is Ben Yu?
Yeah. I'm not
Did
too
we
sure.
positively identify Ben Yu the smuggler, who we thought could help us find
So
Changi?
We think that, but we
based
could
on the
just be a
events that have
whole-
happened, you could possibly assume that Mr. Finger Dexterity could have been Ben Yu because he was very clearly also a smuggler.
It could just be a whole town of smugglers. We don't know.
Also just
That
a
could
whole
also be
town
the
of
case.
smugglers.
They're all smugglers with very
How
undexterous
dare you?
fingers.
Everyone's a smuggler. Didn't tell me.
Okay.
It's because you're bad at it.
Who said that?
No, just it's an echoing voice, and it's like Professor Oak.
Oh, it's the voice I hear in my head.
Yeah.
And these guys are literally just on the other side of the market, just talking with one another.
Yeah.
Can
But
I
subtly?
So,
subtly?
I asked if you had friends around, and you kind of pointed to a bunch of people, and then they huddled around, and now they're kind of like pointing at us. Are they good?
Well,
It's been like
honestly,
5 minutes.
well, honestly, they're probably concerned that I'm standing beside a stranger. You never actually
Ah.
introduced yourself.
Xian Yu, nice to meet you. Do you want to get a drink now? Like I'm getting bored of waiting for your friends, so they can
Target
meet us at the
confirmed.
tea house if you want.
Well, okay. Yeah, all right. Well, just allow me a moment to go speak with my friends and meet you at the tea house. What tea house was it?
Jelly Shack,
It's a tea house?
tea house, dessert bar, yeah, kind of a bit of combo.
Ooh, do they have bubble tea?
You know, I
Guess
could have
we'll find
honestly thought it had something to do with jellyfish.
No, they kind of created this new dessert that bubbles and wobbles on its own. They've started putting red stuff in it. Tastes great. It's like raspberry flavored.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah. And then they've started, they serve that in like a square of it on a plate, and then a nice green tea.
Sounds good. I'll meet you at 7 then. What time of day is it?
Now?
My sundial is not working properly, so it's the sun is there, and when it gets to no shadows, then I'll. If you're not there by then, I'm just gonna leave.
Okay, that's a date.
It is not a date.
Date it is. Can I charm them?
You can certainly try.
Good grief.
Now, roguish charm, plead, or
You're gonna
guide and
plead.
comfort. Guide and comfort by flattering them.
Okay.
Pleading for a date.
So you're gonna do harmony on this one then.
I get to use creativity instead of harmony.
Oh, okay, so how do you creatively plead someone to take you on a date?
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah,
you also have some
that's-
Mark 1 fatigue.
You've got a
yes,
mark
I
of
do.
fatigue. For
Yep.
So it is a high energy, high effort, creative pleading.
You know, for some guys, I think that is probably accurate.
Yeah, fair enough.
Explains so much.
I think I would take one fatigue just regularly asking someone on a date.
I take a fatigue regularly without doing anything. I just sit there and I'm like, man, I'm so tired, and I mark a fatigue.
I honestly don't know how to do this. I haven't done this in a very long time.
Oh, for this role?
I can roll for it, but I don't know how to describe it.
Oh, okay. Well, all right.
Interpretive
Everybody in the chat, like, okay, outside the game, metagame talk.
Metagame.
Okay, how do we help John hit on this NPC who is clearly not interested in them with a creativity roll, and in a desperate pleading way?
Chat, how can we creatively?
How do we
plead
do
for
this, chat? Yeah. How do we craft this? How do we craft this pickup motif for John? Because like.
This NPC has said, "Here, I've got a quest for you. Meet me at the tavern."
Yeah.
And then you got to respond with, "How is it a date?
How about you?
Please make it a date."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Date quest. 23.
Well, I mean, is it more of a, all right, we'll come and hear you out, but if we, do it, then you got to come on a date with me.
You gotta buy me some jelly.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm getting quest giver vibes from this NPC. I hope I'm not far off.
I mean, you could always invent bubble tea and try to lure them with that. What if we chopped the jelly up, chilled the tea in some ice, and then put the jelly in it and gave it a
we have to
mix?
get the date
Karen,
first.
you're blowing my mind
This is
with
great.
this because like
This is fantastic as well, though.
I was like, oh, like just then, I'm being like genuine here too. I was just like, man,
That's
that would be
it.
really tasty and delicious, and you can totally invent bubble tea in this world straight away.
You don't think this is a date? Wait till you see what I can do with a jellyfish
Jello.
and a cup of tea,
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
square.
Yeah.
and then you'll change your mind.
I like that. We'll go with land suggestion.
All right,
That's a
Oh no,
great
that was all.
Hey,
That
you know
was
what's
all Kiki.
hilarious?
That was
That's
all
all-
Karen.
idea.
all
What's
right.
hilarious is I got an 11.
Yeah,
Got an 11.
Oh,
Okay, man, we can
9 plus
turn this
2.
episode into a dating.
This is
sim.
the
One
One
most
sip
pickup
of this
line.
tea, and
Okay.
any.
I'll
any
leave it in
meeting's a
your
date.
I'll leave it in your
Yeah.
like your capable hands, Cheshire. How do you respond? Remember, you're pleading.
Oh god, I'm pleading.
Creatively.
Well, we got the creative part. I feel like we're pretty good.
Oh, if I plead with you, what's the name? Chen
Change.
Yu. One dinner with me is something that you'll never forget.
Oh,
Lunch.
oh. Again, not a date. I just met you and offered you a job. So I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna be waiting for if you want to get paid for some work over at the Jelly Shack, and I'm gonna order my own food and eat that there too. Wow, as they're walking away.
Totally worth the one fatigue.
oh.
Oh boy.
I'm sorry to poo-poo on the roll, but that was gonna be impossible.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because like, well,
Yeah, more than a 10.
yeah. So what do you guys do? You hang your head a little bit, and do you follow, or are you heading back to your crew?
I'll head over to the crew.
Okay.
Is Changyu coming towards us now?
You actually see though. Actually, I'll give you something for your success. You see a little. They kind of drop it as they're walking. You see a little bag clink on the ground, and it sounds like it's got metal in it.
Well, I'll pick that up.
You doing anything with
Nicely.
it? You having a look, or you
Yep.
just pick that up? All right.
Subtly pick it up.
There's like a not insignificant amount of yuan in here.
And yuan's a currency?
There is a not insignificant amount of non-denominational current monies in there.
Correct.
Money. Got it.
It's that classic gamey trope of like they've dropped the exact amount of money in a bag that they already had that they didn't need to check or count.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
It's like, how much is it going to cost? A lot of money. Well, I have
One
a lot
bag.
of money.
Well, I have that amount of money.
Yes.
is it more or less than the bounty on their head?
It
Ooh.
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 Let's say it is. Let's say video game wise, it is the exact amount that the bounty is on their head.
So we're already ahead.
It's already
Right.
paid. We
Team
could just
group, team group.
abandon the plan and go have sushi and bubble
huddle.
tea.
I mean,
Well, I'm going to come over to the group and just
Okay,
let
fair
them
enough.
know. Yeah, you'll never believe who I just met.
You'll never believe the cool plan we just came up with.
Oh, really? What
Wait.
was it?
we were gonna sneak up, and I was gonna go distract the thief and John
Yep.
Yu, and everyone was gonna sneak up, but
Would have been
what's in the
great.
bag?
Well, it is definitely Chang Yu, and they've got
Chang
a
Yu's
job
in the
for
bag?
us.
A job for us.
They're the job,
Yeah,
right? They are the job, right?
they were the job.
Yeah, they are. They paid us a
I'm
lot of
so
money.
confused.
They're the job, and they also paid us for the job.
Well, how about we
Okay.
hear them out? They've invited us all to lunch at the.
Oh, is it a date?
Lamentably, no.
No.
But I hear they got some wild new dessert over there, but they're not going to be there for long. So I'm keen.
I do like money.
Look,
No,
yeah,
I know
let's go. I like the idea of listening to them rather than trying to take them in a fight. To be honest,
Did you
That's
sell all
true.
your fish?
They could be dangerous.
made a start.
Guys, I don't want to be
I'll finish it
the
tomorrow.
I don't want to be the voice of doom here, but could this be a trap?
No, there's 5 of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're
Could be a
inviting
trap.
us to the place where they supposedly.
Oh, the Jelly Hut.
the
No, I've been
business.
there all the time. It's fine. It's reputable. It's
So
it's
we're
been
not going to
cozy.
go in there, order some jelly, and then get jumped by a bunch of massive, muscle-bound fishmongers.
GM, I hope I'm not speaking out of turn when I say that the Jelly Hut is a reputable place, and it's
The
family,
most reputable.
It's a family-friendly establishment.
It's like Chuck E. Cheese in the Avatar
Yeah.
world.
Given the number of smugglers in this fish market, it's probably more reputable than here.
I love how
But
it became
also-
fish market to smugglers.
But also, established land has no idea what's reputable or not. So who
Correct.
can
Yeah,
say?
yeah, no, it's fine.
Despite living
It's
here forever.
it's fairly fine. There's someone from Ba Sing Se who has great promise in a lot of tea houses that start popping up around the area. And this one has kind of like their seal of approval.
Okay, so
Well,
And-
then we should
and
just go
we
and
It's
see
rated
what
5
happens.
stars on the Ba Sing Se review.
Yeah.
Just go and-
it's just a one negative review that says like server was super rude, no stars.
There's
It
the
says-
review's
says
just like,
owner
I
might
don't
be a-
like grape
Yeah.
flavor. It's like there's like just so many flavors. They
Yeah.
just ordered the one they didn't like. They gave it a bad review.
Well, look, if they've given us that amount of money as an advance, then they could probably get us a bit more than just turning them in for a bounty. So I say we go along and listen.
Chessa, did they actually give you that money or did you steal it?
Ooh.
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 Where did ghosts come from, man?
Ooh, the spirits
It's
of
the haunted
started.
fish market.
Yeah, yeah. Ooh, the painted lady is back.
We really are a bunch of teenagers.
I can picture that
Now,
happening too.
Yeah.
I can
Okay,
picture that happening.
Okay, so we're friends, so you should honor your ideal of friendship and tell us whether you stole that or not.
I
Just me
don't know why
attempting to
you're
call
accusing me
them
such a
out.
thing. But no, I did not steal this time.
This
Good.
time.
All right.
Well,
I'll
I,
believe
fe-
you
I feel like
this
that
time.
tracks because we saw how successful you were at trying to steal the fish, right?
Yeah.
It was all part of the plan.
From
Alright.
Taiki's book.
Correct.
Ooh.
It's the fish to non-denominational currency is the title of the plan.
Step 1, talk to fishmonger. Step 2, fail steal fish.
Yes.
Step 4, profit.
Step 3.
Well, a profit
mysterious
for him would be the
third-party
muscles.
rescue.
Like that's specifically the.
Yeah.
Step 3,
Oh, dear.
profit. You know.
Let's get to the jelly house. Jelly
Okay,
house.
so
Yeah, let's
so
go.
you let's say during these shenanigans, you have already walked to the jelly
that's
shack.
probably a good idea.
Jelly shack.
And you know,
Is it a hut or a shack?
Is it a hut or a shack?
the
It's
official
like
name
Shake
is the
Shack,
Jelly
but it's a
Shack.
Jelly Shack.
Jelly
But
Shack.
but the construction of the building is more of a hut. So
Oh,
the
you know
name
what
is
it is?
interchangeable.
It used to be a jelly hut, and you can tell because it's got that shaped
Mhm.
roof.
Exactly.
And then it closed down, and
Architecture.
now it's a jelly shack.
And you know, they could have reframed the business, and then it's Jelly Shack now. Everyone comes in, it's like, I love the Jelly Hut. They're like, it's not the right name. It's the different.
Man,
You
they
walk into the
really-
Jelly Shack.
They really compromised on the branding here. This is more like
They
a hut.
did. They,
I feel like this place needs a song about it, about
A
how
jingle?
everyone goes
Like
there, and you should bring your jukebox.
well, you could do that. You could absolutely do that.
Yeah, with
yeah.
the marketing
Check
team.
You walk in,
Jelly
you walk in,
Shack.
you walk, railroad time. You walk in the Jelly Shack. You see people sitting in the Jelly Shack. They eat lots of kinds of jelly. There's green. There's yellow. There's blue. There's purple. The guy doesn't like grape. Who's back? He's writing another review already. He's rating my cabbage. He's putting it up there. He's like, I don't like grape. It's bad for my flavor. And then everybody's just like, shut up,
Why do
Jeremy.
you keep
You
ordering
can't
grape?
eat the grape every time. If you don't like the place, try the other flavors. And he's like, no. Anyway, he's walking around. You see Shan Yu over there in a booth, and you may sit down with them.
Yeah, that's what we do.
What flavor do you recommend, Shang-Yu?
I'm a big fan of the grape.
Wow, that puts you in direct opposition to Jeremy.
No one likes Jeremy. His reviews are biased,
Jeremy.
and he
What is-
refuses to eat anything else other than the first thing he tries on the menu.
Is there a cabbage flavor?
There is
Yes,
now.
there is a homage to cabbage flavor. It is green. It's got
Yes.
kind of flakes in it. However, it is not like cabbage flavor, but it is like the business. When
That's-
business is kind of like you Maxi Bon pickle Rick flavor or something. It doesn't taste like pickles, but it looks like
But
green.
it is set in a mold that's the shape of a cabbage.
Yes, absolutely. It's like rounded, and they've put like slivers of something organic in there. Maybe it's like seaweed or something.
It's really hard to eat because it just rolls everywhere.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's served in an egg cup.
What flavor is the
I'll
red
have that.
jelly? Just out of curiosity.
Raspberry.
Raspberry. Okay.
Yes.
Lamb will go in and just say, one of the usual, please. Plain. Nothing like it.
What does plain taste like?
Just unflavored jelly.
Unflavored gelatin.
So you're just eating like gelatinous sugar cube. Like that's
Oh.
just
There's
it.
not even
Otherwise it
sugar
gives-
in it.
other-
It's
other-
just
otherwise it-
textural.
It gives me a headache.
They're just like, God damn it, Lan. Just
They-
we have the we can make this flavored if you really want. Like that's totally fine.
No, I tried it once and it gave me a headache, and I really can't deal with that today.
Okay, I understand. I can't. No, what you've been under a lot of stress, and I understand. So just take a seat. Take a seat. We'll get your green tea order. Is it still nothing in it? Just no sugar or anything? Just
Just plain.
just
Thank you.
room temperature green tea
Oh,
for you.
It could,
Weak,
yeah.
weak green
Okay.
tea.
Okay.
Maybe-
And
maybe
I won't
just,
steep
maybe-
it. I won't steep it for too long.
Yeah, and if you could put like a little bit more water on the top,
A little bit more water. So extra water.
extra water on top of the
Extra
regular
water. Do you want the water cold, lukewarm, like freezing?
Oh, if you could get it lukewarm, that'd be really nice. Thank you.
Okay, I'll make it exactly the temperature of this room. Okay.
Yeah,
that
it's
sounds
room
good.
temperature.
All right.
I just- I
They
don't want to
spent-
taste anything today.
They spend the next like
That's
they spend like the next
Very
10 minutes
precise.
preparing your order. And they take everybody else's order and they're just like, all right, number one, number three, number one, and grape jellies for everybody else. And then they just shove your orders to the side and very delicately start making Lan's drink to get it like
Oh,
exactly.
that's fine.
we
exactly
ordered
the
them
way
to all
that they
come out
asked
at the
for it.
same time. So
Oh,
this is
really?
going to take forever.
Yeah. No. So you guys all get your stuff, and then Lan's just sitting there like,
Mhm.
and just
we
waiting
can-
for their order.
We can start the meeting.
You sure you don't want us to wait for your...
No, that's fine.
no,
I'll have it ready.
Your weak, flavorless experience that
Well,
you've ordered.
At this point, you see a whole horde of people coming into raid. Thank you for the raid, everybody joining us for right now. We are playing a game
Hey, hey.
of Avatar Legends. We're doing an adventure called Air and Wind, and we are a bunch of Australian creators doing. We're in a tea house called the Jelly Shack, and there's a cabbage reviewer who doesn't like everything, and it's this is the whole. And then there's a whole lot of mess going on right now. We're hunting down someone who is in the Jelly Shack who we have already met and been paid for, and we're trying to find a job or something. They're basically trying to work out what the whole deal is going on right now with that.
You
So
said we're doing an adventure called Air of Wind. I think after an hour, we're about to start an adventure called Air
no,
and
this
Wind.
is all Air and Wind at this point.
Okay.
In my book, you've gotten one paragraph in,
Yeah,
so
that's
we're
what I was
doing well.
afraid of. Yeah,
Um,
that's what I was afraid of.
How many pages is the book, man?
Look, I'm not going to scroll and break your little heart, so
Fair
let's
enough.
just call it a 2-paragrapher, and then if we get through that, we get through
We
that.
get to the second paragraph, we've done well.
Oh, we
Look,
hunt
who
jellies.
doesn't do RPGs to have bubble tea with a known criminal?
Look, I'm not. Yeah. So I look reading it properly. 1, 2, 3, 4 paragraphs in. Look, you're doing
Alright,
well.
nice.
You've made it half a page.
Boom.
Nice.
It's
Yeah, there
press
you
the
go.
clock. Let's get this job.
All right. You see, Jean Yu straight in front of you at a
Okay.
booth eating a grape jelly and a green tea.
Thought we were already sitting down, but okay.
Oh, are we
Well-
sitting in a different booth?
Oh,
Fair enough.
I'm sorry, didn't see you then. Should we all move to you, or do you want to come here?
Yeah. No. Well.
Having this
We sat in
conversation
the wrong
yelling
booth. I'm
on
sorry.
I thought you guys
tables.
were going to talk back to back or something, and I was like, God, these kids.
Oh, you're
So,
gonna-
and then they get up, they walk around, they're like, okay. Oh, I forgot my tea, and then they come back and get it and sit back down. So, I was offering your friend Chisa there a bit of coin, and I see that you've picked up the bag. Thank you for that. So I take it that you're interested in some work.
we're here to decide if we're interested, right?
I mean, we
I have a
already had a
suspicious
job.
mind. While I'm watching this person carefully, I like to roll with focus and then figure out what they're about.
You may do that.
Cheshire's
Oh.
just sitting there watching the whole thing. Just
Thank you. Oh, but I also have a move called Furrow Brow, which gives me an extra focus, but I can imagine I can't just like
The
furrow
maximum
my brow.
the
and
maximum
then...
roll you can have is +4 to anything. So if it stacks above that,
Oh, but
it'll just
it's-
cap out at 4.
But like, how many moves can I make? Is it one move per scene?
Oh, we're kind of in
thing?
free form right now, so it's up to you. Like,
Can I furrow my brow and then suspicion my mind? Make a bonus to my focus?
let's say
That's a
for
very
now just do one.
expressive face.
All right. So if I'll furrow my brow once?
Sure.
Excellent. 14.
A 14.
A 14.
So right now you're kind of you're basically vibe checking this person very
Yeah.
intensely, right?
I can hold 2, which means I can ask the GM these just 2 questions, and I'll get the answer.
Okay. So I'll let you chime in whenever you're feeling.
I will hold
Okay.
those 2.
Yeah. You can during this scene you can pretty much chime in, and when someone's asking them questions, you can let it play out or ask some things. So Jean Yu looks down at the bag of coins. So I have a bit of a dilemma on my hands. I am searching for something valuable, and I have been sent to make sure that it gets done with great importance. Now, upon realizing what I was up against, I needed some help, and I'm not above asking for help. So here I am offering you all a job that is for the good of not only the Earth Nation, but multiple nations involved. Is that something you'd be interested in?
Tell me more.
It sounds expensive.
Well, I've given you a bunch of coin already, but how do you feel about standing within the, your social standing within the world?
I could definitely use a bigger name for myself, as is my objective.
Okay, cool.
going straight is easier with a bit more money.
Well, that sounds great then. So, do you know of the how the whole 100-Year War and the unfortunate incidents that led to the airbenders not really existing beyond the Avatar at this current day and age?
Yes. As long as there are no follow-up questions.
We
Will
That's
there
pretty
be a
much it.
quiz? How many details do I need to provide?
Well, the thing is, I was informed that there is a fairly important air nomad artifact not too far from here. I was doing a search and I have discovered that there is a fairly large gang protecting it. Now, I don't think I could take them myself, but with some planning and maybe the 5 of you, I think we could get this done. So, for those of you who like stealing things, perfect opportunity for you. For those who like doing good in the world, perfect opportunity for you. For those of you who want to make a name for yourself, I can put you in good standing with a certain metal bender in Udao. So if that's all agreeable to you, I'd love to chat further.
Taiki is going to get out their book of plans and just open to a blank page and immediately scribble, "Get the air artifact and get famous," and just underline it twice.
Plan.
Step 3, profit.
Plan.
You've already got
Yeah,
it all there.
correct.
Well,
I like to spin my hold to see if they are telling the truth. Are they telling the truth?
They are telling the truth.
Oh, thank goodness.
There doesn't seem to be any air of like they're clearly not giving away all of their cards, but
They haven't lied yet.
they haven't lied. They're not lying through omission either, which is another important important thing.
Very important
They're not being
contextually.
tricky and hiding information from you. They're just laying it out, going, "This is what I'm here for. It's not easy. I need help."
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I've been pursuing someone who has done some maneuvers around town to put a bounty on my head. Their name's the Claw. Now, I've been trying to find a way to deal with them because if they get to this artifact before me, I don't know what they're going to do with it.
Well, funny story. And Jess is going to sort of hedge around the story, but kind of. We were looking for you for that exactly.
And there it is. So, what now? Are you actually going to arrest me? I've given you money.
We're not cops, so I don't know if we have that power.
No, and judging by a few of you, you don't have the capability. So, I mean, 5 of you might be able to, but
Who specifically are they looking at when they say that?
is any of you an Earthbender?
Yes.
It would be Cheshire then.
That tracks.
As in, what wouldn't have the capability?
Yeah, they like look you up and down and they go, "Nah."
I mean, I'd be less inclined to tangle with someone who calls themselves the Claw. That's just me personally.
Yeah.
They do sound more sinister than someone with a normal name.
That's right.
Where did we actually get this contract down originally?
Was it a contract or was it just word on the street? Hey,
You just word on the street. You found
just heard a rumor.
and you found like a really crudely drawn poster.
Well,
So-
that's wasn't exactly a contract, I guess.
Like, we didn't promise anyone that we were going to bring you in.
That's true. We're not committed to anything.
We didn't, like, sign anything. So we're flexible. We're flexible.
Cool.
I could bring you in, though. I just want to be clear. I could bring you in.
What are you currently wearing on your person? Like, what's your clothing style right now?
Ooh. I think all of Kiku's clothing is quite close fitting, so she doesn't accidentally set it on fire.
Smart.
Have you got like jewelry, bangles, anything like that? Like what's your is she's fairly stylish, or is it mostly
Well,
like
she was a-
very
Oh,
robe-ish?
no.
She was a performer, so she's got a bit of flair going on.
Okay.
But she's not wearing anything that would impede her ability to get in a shit fight at the drop of a hat.
She kind of looks you up and down as well and goes, "That's all right. We can spar one day."
Cool. We should do that.
I mean, perhaps we should help instead. Perhaps this is all destined to happen. Perhaps we were destined to come here and to meet you and change our course forever to help you instead of hinder you. And I mean, it's the claw, and judge like it can't be that hard, especially judging by their art ability. They can't be more than a 5-year-old.
Or, you know,
oh, she
Assuming they
sound
drew
like
this.
you
they're missing a
sound like
hand.
you sound just like an airbender. Not in a bad way. You sound just like an airbender. I mean, my teacher has gripes with the way that they have kind of happy-go-lucky and less grounded ways of thinking, but it's refreshing to see.
I mean, my thoughts just flow like the ocean.
Fair enough.
Has Cheshire ever heard of the claw?
I would let you do a focus check on that one.
Oh, yes, my strong suit. 6.
6. If anything, your knowledge of a person named by the claw would be like maybe like you've seen them in a pro wrestling ring, maybe like maybe they're kind of a performer based thing, but you never really heard of someone called the Claw.
Fair enough.
The Claw
Yeah.
is a dope wrestling name.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I reckon we should go with Chen Yu. I mean, I'm quite interested in this.
We might learn a few things.
All right.
Can I get my jelly in a to-go bag?
Uh,
Like maybe in a little cup. You know what? I haven't had my tea either. Just put them in there together.
Ooh, that sounds delicious.
you
A
see
tea
you see the
flavored
wait
jelly.
staff just like okay, and they like in front of you get a cup out and they're like,
You might have to cut the jelly up into pieces because it
Oh,
might
good
not fit in
point.
there in a whole point. Yeah,
good point.
And maybe put some ice in there so it doesn't melt.
that's true. We don't want the tea melting the jelly.
Yeah.
You have a
Chill-
big thick straw.
Yeah.
I don't have any ice on me.
That's all right. I can do that for you. And I would like to use my water bending to make some ice.
They kind of like lift it up. They pour the red jelly in. The green tea goes in, and then you drop some ice in it.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, it's a bit hot and cold. Should I shake it up? It's gonna taste weird otherwise.
Yeah, give it a bit of a shake. Why not?
Oh, I got water all over my hand. You know
Oh, let
what?
me get
You're
that
gonna
for
have to seal this. Hold on, I've got some stuff around here somewhere. Make it
A
easier
thin-
to carry, you know.
a thin bamboo membrane would
Yeah,
work
yeah.
nicely on the
So
top of that.
she'll like, you'll see her like water bend some like water out of some nearby bamboo and like flatten it out and then like seal it over the top of your cup.
But how am I going to get in there? Is there like, do you have like
Oh,
a straw or something? That I could
Okay,
stab into this?
Okay, well, hold on. You're a waterbender, right?
Yeah, totally.
You should make
The ice.
a long,
Yeah.
protruding ice, hollow ice coming out of the cup,
Oh, I can totally do that. And that's
Yeah.
And
great
it's
because
self-cold.
it's, yeah.
and it would keep
also-
the drink cold.
Yeah, and it doesn't generate any excess waste.
Exactly. It's environmentally friendly.
Correct. Thank you. This has been a fabulous transaction. I will leave us 5-star review on the Bar Sing Say review.
Yeah.
As
See
long
how
as
that
friendly-
Jeremy
Jeremy?
doesn't ride it, just don't let Jeremy ride it, and we're good. Okay.
You know what? Give him an extra grape jelly.
Okay. Yeah.
It
That's
looks like
good.
he
On the
needs one.
house.
Yeah, yeah.
On the house, okay. And then they go and drop a grape jelly in front of him. And as you're leaving, you just hear the words, come on! Like, as you walk out.
No one likes you, Jeremy.
Like, who said that? I'll review your place into the crowd!
Get out of here.
Um,
He likes you.
Okay, so with that, we're going to take a short break. We'll be back in about 10 minutes, and then we will try and take on the quest that we have
yeah.
finally been given.
If the plot comes
Nice.
around, we'll try to jump on.
Yeah, the plot train is starting to move, and we're going for it. All right, let's complete it in an hour. All right,
But if we
see you
miss it,
soon, everybody.
that's all right.
GaryCon is an annual gathering of Gygax family members, friends of my father's, and fellow game enthusiasts from all over the country and the world. And we get together to remember my father and honor him by doing what he loved best, playing games. It's a memorial convention that grew out of an event after his funeral. He passed away March 4th of 2008. We had a relatively small funeral service. Then afterwards, I thought it would be appropriate to have a gathering in the American Legion Hall in Lake Geneva, which was the site of Gen Con 2, and a lot of fond memories for me and my family. My sisters brought some pizza, and we just had tables set up and played games, and people were shaking dice and playing various games and having a good time remembering my dad. And even though it was a sad moment, just being together with all those people was really cathartic for my family. I'm not sure who said it, but someone said, "Wow, Luke, this is a great idea. You should do this every year." And I think it was Jolly Blackburn said, "You can call it GaryCon," because they have a character in Knights of the Dinner Table, Gary Jackson, which is a cross between my dad, Gary Gygax, and Steve Jackson. So, and they have GaryCon, which is supposed to be like Gen Con. So I thought that was fun, and so GaryCon was born. Lake Geneva is the mecca of role-playing gaming, because that's where my father wrote Dungeons & Dragons in the house on 330 Center Street. It's not just my hometown, it's where Dungeons & Dragons was created, it's where TSR was headquartered all those years, and there's a lot of creative people who still live in that area, and so that's really important that we're there and remember the foundation of the industry as well as what my father did for it. There's a feeling of camaraderie at GaryCon that I think you don't get at a lot of other conventions. It's about having a good time. There's definitely a family feeling, having my brothers and sisters and I hosting this event. It's really great that we get to do it. And so I think that is what's special, is that you feel like you're not just a person in a crowd, you're amongst friends. So bring a friend and come and play some games with us.
We are going to go outside. I will need my hat, my gift hat. Just one moment.
While Delgrim's doing that,
Yes! Yes!
Oh, dear. I am ready. I am ready to adventure. Shall we go?
Stay and I'll give you a cookie.
Make a persuasion check.
Make it delicious.
Make a cookie check.
Unless Tolbin's spoken with the bakery crew in the last 24 hours, he may Mira may not need to make a persuasion check.
18.
That's some pretty persuasive cookies.
He does. He looks you down and down.
Cannon.
Yeah. Cookie of persuasion. He looks, I was going to say up and down, but that's wrong, isn't it? He looks you down and down.
The cookies are up here.
And he says,
Is creature in front of cart dangerous?
Oh, it's if used like anything, a beast of burden, if not looked after, can become unruly and dangerous.
It spit acid.
Absolutely, I would keep away from it if I was you, and let our lovely halfling friend look after the dangerous part of it.
Mira, what you do notice is when you do draw me, I'm suspiciously hairless in the face.
Suspiciously hairless.
Suspiciously hairless. There's no hair.
We've got some great quotes from this one.
That because
Suspiciously.
10 in this.
People are people, and some people aren't people, and then she sort of devolves into the just people. People
are definitely people sometimes. Absolutely.
People, real people, you well. Like.
The DM just about hyperventilates. You see as the DM, bloody hell. You see as the child suddenly clicks and goes, fart, 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 fart.
So I think people want something that's special, something that they could hold on to and keep forever. Maybe something they can pass on to their children and their grandchildren. And I think wood is really one of those materials that with time it ages and it builds character and it tells a story. And that's what we're about. Hi, my name is Aaron Wooden. I work for Wooden Forge Gaming Accessories, and we make quality-made Australian hardwood gaming accessories.
Wooden Forge started about a year and a half ago. I decided that I wanted to start playing Dungeons & Dragons again and roped all my friends into it. Aaron was one of those unfortunate victims. The next thing we know, he started a woodworking company because he wasn't happy with any of the tabletop accessories to store, the beautiful dice that he bought.
The first dice case I made was a beautiful American walnut dice case, and I showed my friends and family, and they were quite amazed at how it looked.
I thought he bought it. I thought he'd ordered it from a bespoke master craftsman, but it turned out he'd made it in his garage with tools that he's got from his granddad's workshop.
I think people that play role-play games in particular love telling stories. And we feel that our products also tell a story. Each piece is unique.
The point of these adventures is that we share the stories together. So you split it out, you give someone else the other half of the dice tray. Using one product, but you're sharing the story, you're sharing the roles, and you're sharing the experience.
Do I think there's magic in there? I think so. Honestly, I think a lot of the magic is there to begin with. We don't really make the products. Mother Nature has already made the wood. All we do is shape it and give it a purpose to make it into something that's uniquely theirs.
Barry.
on top of this lightning hit.
Wow. Thank you very much for the lift, giant storm man. When we finish this harrowing quest, do we just meet you back here for a lift back home? Like, what's the pickup situation?
You will call for me. Shout my name into the skies, and I will arrive.
Gotcha. We'll call you.
I'm going to let you dig your own grave on this one. What is a sexy Tarask for you?
Hang on, I gotta look at what a Tarask looks like. Okay, cool. Okay, so
what is that for you?
I'm gonna say a sexy. It looked very prominent on the spikes, real defined back, real like prominent spikes.
It doesn't slump at shoulders. It's like up and about.
Oh, it's up and proud. It's really showing off the business.
Okay.
It's going to have a really wet mouth. I assume that's something the desert you'd really want to have.
So just for context, I've heard sexy Tarask involves you got a real wet mouth.
Real wet mouth.
Ooh,
Okay.
we just broke $1,000 on the donation.
Bro, we did, yes.
Yeah!
Ooh, thank you so much, everybody.
Congratulations.
No, do it again.
Okay. So you know how lightning bad?
Yes.
If you stand in the center of the room, the lightning's going to hit you.
Oh. Which one is the center?
Not against the wall.
Oh, okay. So, lightning hits the wall. I stand in the center. Everything.
Yeah, so I mean, it's kind of both Jelly Hut, Jelly Shack at this point. It's an interchangeable cosmic name at this point. Okay, so where we left off, we are basically walking down to... Well, actually, we've left the Jelly Shack, and we are walking out in the streets with Jian Yu to find this this artifact, basically. On the way, she kind of has a thought going, did I tell you where we're going?
Nope. But that's okay.
Very well.
We're going to. Lime will get out a little notebook. We're going to find a near nomad artifact that's being protected by someone by the lake.
Yes.
Close enough.
Well, no, you've got it. You've got it. So
When did you write that down?
I'm always taking notes.
You should
Never
always
know when it'll
take
come in handy.
notes. That's first rule of a heist: leave a paper trail.
It's like Taki just pulls out a notebook,
Lan
raises
visibly
something and writes leave
deflates.
paper trail.
Lan visibly deflates when she realizes her praise was sarcasm. There's nothing worse.
So, yeah, what we're gonna do is we got to watch out for the claw. We need to make sure that we can look. They're called the Snow Rats, and they're a group of Southern Water Tribe mercenaries. Look, they have fine motivations, but they do cause trouble for a lot of people, and we think that they have taken the artifact or run across it in the hopes that maybe they can use it to sell or something. Look, I don't know. It's not my wheelhouse. All I know is that they have it, and it does not bode well for us if it kept in their possession.
Could you tell? Do you know what the claw looks like? Just if we're keeping an eye out for someone, maybe it would help to know what that person looks like.
Well, they're kind of I wouldn't I would call them kind of like it's like not exactly a sword, but they've managed to work a weapon into two elongated blades on their forearm, and they
That
kind of
sounds
hook them
conspicuous.
forward. Yeah, well, it folds back under their cloak. And so,
less
it does
conspicuous.
actually hide fairly well, like surprisingly well. And it'll go all the way up to their shoulder. The only thing that I've got on them is that at the top of their shoulder, it kind of looks like they have like it almost looks like armor plating coming off the top, but that's how the blades kind of pull out.
Cloak, shoulder armor. I think we can remember that.
It sounds like we'll recognize it when we see it.
Yeah. But for now, my lead head pointed me towards the snow rats on the edge of town, probably a mile out on the riverside. Being waterbenders, they're going to want to have their defenses in place where they can actually use their elements. So I'm suspecting that if they have something of a structure that they've taken over, that they will have possibly water running through it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Then I can use it against them.
Perfect for
Like, it
you
is
and
supremely
also
confident.
Them. Yeah. Yeah. Anything else you guys need? Because I've been doing some scoping out. That's snow rats are a lot of what I've got. But what do you guys need to get this done?
So we don't know the actual stronghold that they're in. We don't know the details.
We know
of it.
roughly they're about a mile down the lakeside, the riverside.
I suppose we need to get there and have a look around.
Do we know how many they are?
No, I don't. It's a way. I mean, like rats, they come and go.
Okay, so greater than or equal to 1.
Sorry, say again.
No, Kieran, please carry on.
It's like, which one of
Ignore me.
I was trying to let you go.
What does this artifact look? What does this artifact look like? How will we know it when we see it?
I got told it was I mean, that was it. I got told you know it when you see it. So we're hoping maybe it's like a statue or something, or maybe it's maybe it's something small like a musical instrument. Like, we're very gonna obviously not be able to use any of it if it's usable without airbending. So I'm hoping that they can't use it. The other thing is, I really hope that it's manageable. Because the last thing we need, like, maybe it's like prayer beads or like necklaces or garbs. Like, maybe they found like pristine monk robes. Maybe they found a memorial to a past guru master. Who knows?
I mean, it must be powerful if they, feel like they need to guard it and keep it. Wouldn't be something they just saw and, walked past.
Look, I was going to give it to my master because she can get it to the avatar. That is why I want to do this and why I have taken a part in this. So,
your master is the head of this metal bending school we've heard so much about.
Yes.
Right.
Well, not yes and no. I left.
Ooh.
Under amicable circumstances?
Yeah, they said that I was going to be a great metal bender one day. However, it wasn't really on the cards for me. Not that I can't do it. It's just it's not me to do it. It took too much time to learn the whole process of it, and it really took too much away from what I really love doing, which was my archaeological pursuits.
Oh, is that why people think you're a thief?
Yes.
All the pieces are coming together.
Look, the veil is just drops. Chianyu's just a mixed up teenager like the rest of us.
Well, I'm
43 years old.
I'm an adult. I'm an adult. Actually, I'm 18. So watch who you call a teenager.
What was the last part of that number?
18.
No. But when you say it, what's the suffix of that word?
10-8.
Just avoiding saying
you don't even look a
aren't you?
day over 18.
Yeah.
Just avoiding saying teen now, aren't you?
No, not at all. But look, we're nearing the stronghold.
Oh, let's should we tread carefully so that we don't alert them to our presence? It's in the plan. It says here.
Oh yes, sneak up.
Tread carefully.
Tread carefully. So as you approach, You see it looks like they have they have both molded and added onto an existing structure that's already there. It seems to be open, possibly letting a bit of the creek or river in, and it looks like maybe this was a well of some kind, or water storage facility to purify the water via water bending. So they would take the water in, filter out all of the muck from when the 100-Year War was polluting the river, and they would store it in these facilities. So you know that there's going to be big tanks of water in there somewhere, judging by how much is going in and out of this place. It's not a huge facility either. It's probably like building and a half at most. But you can tell by the way, if there's only really one way in and out that isn't the water, that this would probably carry a lot of foot traffic.
Would there be any benefit to blocking the opening that lets water run through? Like, there'll still be tanks of water, but it would get rid of the stream of water.
That's what I was thinking.
I mean, yeah. With no offense to Taiki, we'd probably have better odds if there was less water in the building, right?
We could block off. We could use some earthbending to block off the pathway. Taiki, do you have anything that you can water bend without a constant stream running?
Is Taiki frozen?
I think Taiki's frozen.
He's
Taiki's
thinking
lost in
really
thought.
hard.
He looks so thoughtful. Oh, he's back.
He twitched.
Twitched.
Yeah.
I think I can throw it. I can freeze it. What was that, Taiki? We can freeze it.
We could freeze it in place. That's a great one, Taiki. So
yeah.
Well, yeah. Okay. Any other ideas? I don't think there's going to be a lot of mechanical. I missed what they said.
He said we're gonna freeze it. I don't know.
Well, I don't think there's going to be any mechanical mechanisms in here, so we don't really need to worry about a lot of levers or pulleys or anything. It seems like it's going to be very much bending powered, from what I could see. Saying that, if we run into any resistance, try not to hurt people too much. I mean, these people are also fending for themselves and probably trying to garner as much coin as they can. They're just doing it with artifacts of great importance to the Avatar, and it's not a good look.
Maim, not kill.
I would say just try not to harm at all. Like no cuts, no bruises. That would be great.
No burns?
What
about some light singeing?
Well, it's not that I'm saying no, but if there is a way to avoid that, I would prefer that.
Okay, I'll try and intimidate them then.
That would be great. The last thing we need is an archaeologist and a bunch of teenagers running in and beating up a bunch of people, because then we're also a gang.
Oh.
Yeah.
But isn't that literally why you hired us?
I want to secure the artifact. I don't want to hurt people.
Look, it's the noble thing to do, you know.
It is.
Yeah.
We're literally think of it this way: you're literally helping the Avatar by doing this.
Yeah.
Restoring his people, preserving his culture. That's kind of my job. Making sure that's all looked after. So hurting people's not on my docket, if that's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are we freezing the water?
I'm happy to freeze the water.
We could definitely freeze the water.
And then how do we get, if we're not trying to fight them all, do we just run in and see if we can spot the artifact and then grab it and then run out?
I mean, I can run in there and do like a big burst of flame that's just, not directed at anyone, and be like, hands in the air.
I mean,
hand over the artifact and no one gets hurt.
I've got my fighting style says stink bombs and noxious traps, so we can use that to cover. And
not at the same time though. Are they flammable? Could that be a problem?
I'm sure I've got flammable and non-flammable ones.
Is there like any
both flavors?
They'd still need air down there. Is it an idea to drop down some stink bombs or something through some air holes from the top?
That could go well.
Ooh,
We could move them away from the water tanks.
Yeah, because then they'd come out coughing and then maybe while they're
we could
distracted,
lure them out.
All right, we do that. We do that first, and then we block off the water, and then so that when we get inside and they follow us, they don't have any water.
Or we could do it both ways, like drop the stink bombs when they come running out, maybe seal the entrance with some earth bending, freeze the water and go on the back way. Like do a combination of two.
I see you've been reading Taiki's book.
Yep, that's what it says right in the book.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll leave that to you. I'm going to do some scouting. Going to make sure I can at least get my eyes on this thing before we start getting into action. But
yeah, and also if you could tell us if it looks like it could be damaged by any of the stuff that we're going to do.
Yeah,
that could be a problem.
If you give me 10 minutes, or I mean, I can start scoping it out while you're doing this.
We could get in position, and then you could give us some kind of signal.
All right, let's do that. She'll start making her way over to the entrance of the facility and starting to poke her head around, making signals every now and then that there are indeed people inside.
Does she signal roughly how many? Does she give a signal indicating how many people are inside, or that she can see?
She's saying 4 right now.
Mm-hmm.
So there's 4.
Okay.
They are
And there's 5 of us.
I do like
That's
that.
just enough.
So, okay. So, Yushwan's going to drop stink bombs inside, get them outside. Then Taiki's going to freeze the incoming water.
Correct.
They don't have any channels. And then...
am I sealing the entrance?
Big jet of fire.
This is going to seal the entrance before we get inside or after we get inside? After we get inside, right?
Up to you.
Well, we all want to get inside. Who's going to grab the? Who's going to? I guess it's me. I guess I'm the only one without anything to contribute. So maybe I just need to get inside there and find it.
Well, Lan, what's your training?
Fishing.
So you're a weapons user.
Yeah. You're a weapons
in character. I don't think Lan's got any weapons training. I just know how to throw my fishing spear, and I know how to like catch them in this heavy weighted net I have. But these are fishing tools. They're not weapons. Character development coming later. Just hold on.
Lan, you do know you can stick a spear in anything, right?
This is a fishing spear. You cannot fish.
It's got a blade on it.
It's pointy, you know. You can like.
And you've got nets that are netty.
It doesn't have to be. Actually, this actually is working in our favor. You've got weighted nets. You've got a pole arm with a blade on it that we should not use the bladed side. We should use the pole arm side to subdue rather than cut, as said previously. But we could, you've got the tools there to subdue and restrain people very easily.
Well, as they come running out after the stink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Lan, just pretend they're fish.
Yeah. Pretend they're fish.
Yeah, Lan, have you ever like caught a fish and it's thrashing around really hard and you've got to kind of give it a bit of a whack to get it to stay still?
Yeah. It's the Snowfish clan.
But with people.
Yeah.
And
if it comes to that.
And I will help by trying to trip them up when they come running out. It might make it easier for
they're just really big fish.
They're not water rats, they're water fish.
Water fish. There you go.
Fish rats.
I'm happy to help how I can. And then who's going to get inside and actually look for the just in case, we'll get them outside and we're going to have a go at tangling them up. And in case it doesn't go well, that's you, Chanyu, to get inside.
I'll scope it out and I will try to get my hands and eyes on the artifact if I see it.
I'm sure there's a giant sign that just says artifact here.
Big neon one. I'm hoping really badly that it's there for us. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're not freezing the water anymore?
Oh, no, we're still freezing the water.
Okay.
Yeah, so freeze the water to stop the incoming water.
I'm gonna be back
everything
in a
tanks
hot
changes up.
second. Just role play
Then,
amongst yourselves for a second.
Then, Yushan drops the stink bombs in. They come out. We
And we'll have-
seal off their exit or their entrance.
Well, hold up. How about we have Lan ready to throw the net as they come running out?
Yeah.
And I can assist by trying to trip them up with my earth bending.
Yeah, if you could
Well, look,
make some
we're-
unstable ground or something.
We're going to seal off the entrance after Chan Yu gets inside so that they can't follow him.
Yeah,
right?
correct. They come out. Janu goes in. We seal the
Jessa-
entrance,
Jessa
and we'll
seals
deal
off the
with
entrance.
and we'll deal with the fish guys.
Okay.
Remember, Lan,
Okay,
they're fish.
you want me to
They're
seal
just
off
like
the
fish.
entrance?
After they come out and Chan Yu's gone in.
Okay.
And I'll do some big fireballs and be like, you guys should surrender.
Yes.
Well,
I
you
mean-
want to face them off to intimidate them, and while they're distracted, throw the net.
Yeah.
Yeah, look,
Does that sound like
they'll
the
come
Kiki?
running out.
Yeah.
I'll do the big jet of flame and be like, surrender.
That will surprise them. That will definitely.
And then you like
get their
throw the
attention.
net over them and club them like they're a rude cod.
Starting
You
to
can
get a
do
bit-
it, Lan.
A rude cod.
A little bit nervous, but I think we can. I just wish
And
I
then
had,
we just- Matt, what's that you got there?
Just wish I had a little bit more, I don't know, jelly tea to settle my stomach.
Plain?
Just plain.
Yeah. Don't worry, you can get all the plain jelly tea after we get through this.
Good. We got a plan.
Lan,
DM.
you are the key to the plan.
Oh,
I have
no.
absolute faith in you.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Lan,
We'll be
Lan,
fine.
don't screw this up.
Yeah, okay. Just won't screw it up. That's all I have to do. Just not screw it up.
We have
You're
100%
gonna-
faith in you, Lan.
You're gonna do okay.
So what happens when you do have the artifact? How do you get out? Once we kind of like immobilize.
We gotta just. It looks like we're going the hard way. We're trying to make sure we don't hurt too many people, and we get out the way we came in.
I think we can unseal the entrance.
That's
Or
what
I
it,
can
that's,
blow
that's,
the
how,
door off
that's
the
how
fingers.
that's how bending works.
That is how that works. Look, I'm a
Yeah,
pretty
look-
capable earthbender. I'm not gonna lie about it. So we could make a tunnel if we really got trapped.
A secret tunnel?
Through the mountain, yeah.
I like this plan.
All right.
Are we trying to do this without them knowing like our faces and stuff? Or
No, I don't think we care if they see us.
I don't, yeah, what are they gonna do? Come at us after we've beaten them?
What are they going to do? Tell their parents? I really hope their parents.
I
aren't
don't live at
powerful
home. It's
waterbenders.
fine. Sorry. I had a flashback.
No, they're
Um,
gonna review us really badly.
Damn, Jeremy.
Worst group ever. 0 out of 5.
Oh damn. Okay. Well, Jean Yu is gonna walk in and sneak in and try and have a scope out. Who's the first? What are you guys doing? Getting in position?
So we've got to set some traps first, right, Yushuan?
We can, yeah.
We got to get Yushuan onto the roof.
Mm-hmm.
Find some air locations.
Yeah.
Well, that's where I
And-
should be as well then, so I can drop a net.
Yeah, that would be good. You could drop a net from the roof, and you wouldn't be seen. So that's smart. And I'll get in position to freeze off the intake pipe.
And I want to hide somewhere opposite the exit, so when they run out choking and coughing, I can leap out and be like,
This can only end well.
"Fear my flames!"
And I'll be near the. I'll be actually on the roof as well. I'm intending to jump. It's not a high roof, is it?
It's fairly high, but like it looks to be built into the back of the hill at this point.
Would I have any problems jumping down and then sealing off the door?
I would probably get you to roll a check for it, but not.
Well, then, no, we're not
a
gonna do
huge
that,
amount-
not
Not
with
a
my
huge amount
rolls.
of danger.
Yeah, so if you guys make your way around up the hill, you can just hop on.
We're all up on the roof, and then Kik goes down on the ground and lures them out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Got it. Everyone on board with the plan?
Handsome.
You know what? I can't scoff at this one.
Yes. Can I roll a
Character
here's the plan?
development.
Yay!
Nice, nice.
It's character development if you shout character development in the middle of a scene.
Correct.
Lan, I'm going to let you shift towards trust.
Oh, you will? Thank you. I think. How does that work? Oh, that's my balance. I'm no longer. I'm not feeling quite so self-reliant at the moment. I'm feeling a bit
you're
more
feeling
trusting. Oh, that's good.
Yes.
Got my piece of paper. I'm tracking
And
it.
Taiki, why not? I'll give you a confidence as well. You can shift towards confidence.
Ooh, okay. Shifting one towards confidence.
Mhm.
Nice.
Taiki need confidence.
He's got
can I-
confidence or
Okay, so-
loyalty.
Yeah, correct. Can I do my here's the plan roll just in case I get a couple of points I can hold for later?
Sure thing, sure thing. So here's a plan. Role play it.
Okay, so here's the plan. You guys go up the hill, get onto the roof quietly. I will freeze the pipe, the intake pipe. That'll stop the water coming into the tanks, and hopefully they will all drain out. Once we notice that the water's stopped, you will drop some stink bombs in, Yuxuan. They will run out to escape from the stink cloud. When that happens, Hiku, you distract them with your flames, and Kesa, you are going to make some unstable ground to hopefully make and seal the entrance. And Lan, you're going to drop a net on them.
After Chanyu gets inside. And
yeah, correct. After
Kesa will seal the entrance.
Yeah,
but I will also. I'll go onto the roof.
Yeah,
like, are
you
we
can do that
absolutely
from the
sure
roof.
they're? Yeah, I should be able to do that. Should I be able to do that from the roof?
I mean, if you can see the ground,
it's
I
not
think
impossible.
But are we absolutely sure there's vents on the top?
Does it have to be?
Vents.
I think we forgot about the vents.
No
So
one's
you
checked.
put anything
So
inside?
if you're
No.
making an assumption, you're making an assumption.
I will come up to the roof. I can always make some vents.
You can always punch a hole in the roof.
That's true.
Yes.
Oh, but then we know we're up there. Better if maybe.
No, I'll make
you could
small holes.
Oh,
Make a small hole.
Very good. Very good.
Or enough holes for the bombs to go through.
Exactly.
Try up a roof tile.
Okay, that's the plan.
It's not a bad plan.
Not a bad plan at all.
Hands in, everyone. Wait, do we do that?
And I get to roll with creativity, which is an 11.
Nice. So you
who
can
hasn't
hold
got their hands
two?
in?
Hold
Who hasn't got their hands
okay,
in?
put the hands in.
Yay!
Team.
All right. So with that, Xian Yu will go up and still scope out. The rest of you start getting into position. The other thing that you see is a couple of the patrol members are coming out and starting to get into a, I guess, overlook position from their posts. They can see outward into outward into the valley where the river is. You can spot two of them this way. Xian Yu will kind of like put two down there, and then she goes eyes on something.
Seen the artifact. I'd like to furrow my brow and give myself +1 focus.
Okay. All right.
Which is a move of my character sheet. I'm not making that
No,
up.
I've got all your sheets up. It's
Everyone just,
amusing
like-
every time you say it more than anything.
Yeah, but no one else.
It's
No
not
one
a
else.
furrow
does.
brow.
I say the name of the
You
thing.
successfully furrow your brow. Ooh.
Look at that furrowing.
So we can see all this happening. So we
You can
the
see
people?
you can see all these things starting to fall into place. Yes.
All right. Can I want to assess the situation in case I want to use casing the joint, and you add these questions to the list. Do I have to roll?
So when you assess a situation, you can add these questions to the list. So assess the situation is basically an action, and you can roll with creativity. You ask a question or two questions. What here can I use to blank? Who or what is the biggest threat? What should I? Basically, it's you are literally getting information about the scene, and your casing the joint gives you 3 extra questions you could ask while making that action.
Yeah, that's what I wish to do from what I can see.
All right.
Creativity of 13.
Nice.
13. So you get to ask 2 questions about the scene going on right now.
Okay. Who or what is most vulnerable to me?
To you?
Mm-hmm.
You would say that one of these patrol guards is probably in a bit of a precarious position. That if you were to, drop some stuff on them, maybe it would fall on them and they would like get hindered by that. Or you could knock them into the water. Like, you're in an unseen vantage point that you could utilize to your advantage here.
Okay, but we're still making our way to the roof.
This is from the roof if you were to be up there.
Okay, so we're on the roof. Well, I won't do that because we're going to go according to the plan.
Mm-hmm. Well, you've also got another question if you would like to ask anything else.
I don't have the full list of questions here.
Oh, I just popped it in our Discord chat.
Awesome.
For you there.
There it is. Okay. What would be our best way in from the roof to drop these stink bombs?
You think if you punched a hole through the top with earthbending with your specific skill set, that would get not necessarily the drop on them because earthbending is loud, but you think you'd be able to pop it in at the back of the room and just drop them down.
Even then, if they heard a loud sound from the roof, they'd probably still want to get out.
They definitely would. It would be like, and then they would be watching that, and then stink bombs would fall through.
Hey, there's no roof work scheduled for today.
Exactly, yeah.
Honestly, if those 2 things
calling
happen in
Osh.
quick succession, that's great. Loud noise. Oh God, it smells so bad. in
I
here.
have a question regarding that, Matt.
is a
My fighting
fantastic
style,
summary.
it indicates shifting earth to subtly create hills and holes.
Yeah. Okay,
So
so
would that mean I'd be able to do it quietly?
I would make you do a roll for that, but yes.
Yeah, well, I'm going to try to create holes quietly in the roof big enough for stink bomb.
Okay, so your fighting style, yes, subtly. Okay.
Which is what was really odd when you explained it to me. I'm like, but it says subtle. How can you subtly?
Yeah, no, normally I'm used to earthbending doing that, but yours is specific. Okay, so let's say roll is yours. No, let's say you can roll a focus check, or if you got any earthbending moves you would like to do with this, like your techniques, earthbending techniques. Or would you like to just use regular earthbending without a specific like thing on top of it to stealthily, I guess, make this hole?
Okay. I'd like to probably use ground shift. Oh no, it's on foes.
Something like rock column or earth sinking could work here.
Probably earth sinking them.
All right. So you sink. So it says sink a foe into the earth, but I'll let you just sink the earth to make basically a tunnel. This would be marking 2 fatigue and kicking off probably some encounter here if you did that. So I'll let you think about that if you want to do that.
It'd be 2 fatigue, would it?
You would, yeah, and you would be able to trap an enemy with this in the earth by doing it. They would become trapped.
Oh, inside the building?
They would become trapped in the earth. Basically, you sink them into the earth as part of this.
Okay, sorry, I'm misunderstanding. We're creating holes in the roof.
Yeah, so you'll create a hole in the roof, but as part of the earthbending ability, I'll let you also, if you're marking the 2 fatigue, to use it in conjunction. The earth will fall on someone, and then you keep earthbending that down, they sink in.
Sounds good. I'll try that.
If we're all in position, I think it's time to freeze the pipe.
All right. So, just before we move that on, Yujuan, anything from you or Kiku?
Oh, Kiku's like concealed behind a convenient bush and
Heck yeah.
like rolled her sleeves right up. She's ready. She's waiting.
All right.
She's just waiting for that door to open and the people to come out, and she's just gonna like leap out and intimidate the shit out of them.
Heck yeah.
And my smoke bomb's ready.
Your smoke bomb's ready. So you up there with him, just like foop, foop, straight down.
Yep.
All right, Taiki's gonna freeze. Lan, touching base with you.
Got the my brow is so furrowed right
You're
now.
furrowing. I forgot you were furrowing. All right,
Yeah.
sweet.
So furrowed.
All right, so the plan starts going off. You see all of these things happen pretty simultaneously. Taiki brings up the ice, blocking the flow of water. People immediately kind of like look over, like, huh? Like, the yellow exclamation mark looks over at you. Immediately, Chisa starts like boring a hole in the roof. It falls down onto one of these guys, and they just go straight down into the earth. And then Yujuan just throws 2 smoke bombs down into there, and green gas just goes pop, pop. And they start coughing and going like, "Oh my god, it stinks like rotten fish!" Ah! Like just the whole time. And chaos erupts. Lan furrows their brow fiercely, and Kiku sits in a bush watching.
Yes. Come to me.
You guys should run out of there.
You hear one of them just going like, "Oh my gosh, oh my god, stinks, I can't see behind the water, it's like onions everywhere." And he just like runs out and trips over the guy who was sunk in the earth in front of him, and he's just like clambering, coughing, and scraping his way out. This was very successful, by the way. That was a very good plan.
Woo!
And then he just like claws his way forward. At this point, you have basically incapacitated one of them by trapping them in the earth, and then the other ones kind of get up and they start seeing you. Zhan Yu basically jumps down at this point and goes, "I've got eyes on it," and starts running into the complex.
After they've come out, right?
A couple of them start coming out, and they just like kind of dart between them, and they hold up like their robes and like run forward with the cloth over their nose.
Step 4, flaming death.
You hear.
I leap out from the bushes and skid to a dramatic halt, arms outspread.
That's so
All right.
dramatic.
We will enter effectively combat here. So I'll get everyone to start choosing basically one of your approaches, either defend and maneuver, advance and attack, or evade and observe. If you need that, that's in the play materials on the second page. And basically, you're going to choose one of those approaches, and defending will go first, attacking will go second, and evading will go third. And this is how combat works. Allies will always go first. So, I'll decide a couple of these. So you will have, they will do that. And then can I get just a small round table of hands for anyone who would like to be defending themselves right now? 2 defenders. Who's on the attack?
Oh, sorry. So this is the first round.
This is basically the first round of combat / the encounter right now. So,
and we're all going to have a turn before they have a turn.
You will. So it'll go like the defenders will go first, allies then enemies, then the attackers will go next. Allies then enemies, and then the evaders will go last.
Gotcha.
Allies then enemies.
Well, yeah, I'm going to evade because I'm going to hinder by throwing the nets, and that has to go after Kiku has her distracting turn. So I guess I'm going evade at the end.
So it'll be evade. Defenders first, and then we've got Kiku attacking, and then we've got Chisa and Lan going with evading. Okay, so
evading but hindering.
Okay,
yeah, I'm hindering as well.
Defenders, what would you like to do first?
So because I'm positioned over near the pipes, I need to maneuver myself to now help everyone else because I've done my bit over here. So I would like to use my waterbending flow as water, which uses a jet of water to propel me around obstacles, which lets me. So I mark 1 fatigue and move to a new location.
All right, where would you like to move?
So I would like to move around off to the side of the entryway so that I can then position myself to help either Lan or Kiku deal with these guys that are coming out.
All right. You are able to do that. And so you're marking your fatigue, assigning...
Correct.
Okay, cool. All right, next up then, Yujuan, what are you doing?
I'm still trying to figure it out, but I guess like I'm going to stay... I don't know if it's defend or not. Am I able to stay up point of the roof and then I guess if I see any of them like running towards my comrades, can I assume I would have like, I don't know, paprika bombs or some sort of thing that I can like throw at them to kind of disorient them or distract them.
Let's say let's put you down in evade and observe. That'll be
Yeah.
bolstering or hindering instead.
Okay, cool.
That sounds good for that, because then you can use some like pepper
bombs.
Pepper bombs. Okay, so
Pepper
moving on
spray.
then. You'll see one of these waterbenders like immediately stands up, does their like immediate pose to try and pull some water out of the creek. They realize that the ice is blocking most of what's going on, so they're actually going to use oh, sorry, hold on. I've done that in the wrong order. I'm not supposed to be defending right now. The attackers are going first after this, so they will do that in the attacking turn.
Right.
So, who was first in attacking? It was just Kiku, I think.
I think it's just me.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I will be acting to intimidate them. Pressure, sorry.
Pressuring? All right.
I will be pressuring them. Yeah, I would like to just basically do a big jet of flame out of each hand in like a dramatic V while I yell at them that they should surrender immediately.
All right. So
I'll
choose
feel my wrath.
So
well, my fire, but also my wrath.
You definitely scare the crap out of them, and you can choose an approach, and they're not allowed to take that next exchange, which is next turn.
What exactly do you mean by that?
So my understanding is the approaches is they can't take one of these like ready retaliate seize positions. So
What
as
does it
in like
mean that they can't try to intimidate you?
yes,
Oh, cool, great.
they wouldn't be able to take one of these as you're choosing. So you would
can pick one of them.
Yeah, you would block one from their choices.
Oh,
nice.
Wait, what are the approaches?
These defend and maneuver, advance and attack, or evade and observe. It's to my understanding of it.
Oh,
Yeah, so you prevent them from either attacking or moving or one of those things.
Yeah.
I want them to basically stay put. I want to intimidate them into not moving.
Let's
Not
say that
retaliating.
they could not
go back
advance
into the
and attack.
building.
Yeah. Well, that would be escaping then on that one, wouldn't it?
Well, no, if they see Qian Yu and they try to go after Qian Yu, that's what we don't want.
True. I guess it's your choice.
Yeah, I want to ground them. I want basically them to be like so scared of me they can't move.
Okay. So that'll be
You don't want them to advance, I guess.
seizing a position.
Yeah.
So it would be you wouldn't be letting them defending and maneuvering.
Yes.
Yep.
Perfect.
Okay. So after that, the enemies will go. Like I said, they try to water bend. The ice is in their way, so they're actually going to use the smash, advance and attack, and they're going to destroy or destabilize something in the environment with their water bending. They're going to clear your ice so the water flows freely in their turn, and destabilize this environment so it is back to a free-flowing bit of water. But that will be their entire move that they do this turn.
They smashed. I hope they were going to pass. Anyway, carry on.
The other two in the back, one of them is going to use this water to try and throw some basically like hardened ice slabs at Shan Yu. And they are going to try and use strike, causing her to mark 2 fatigue.
Ooh.
So she gets smacked with this ice and takes 2 fatigue. She's doing okay.
But she's like rounding the corner, right? She's getting away.
She's trying to go. She was going in the building at this point.
Yeah.
So she's rounded the corner, and the ones that are in the building, like most hindered by these smelly bombs, coming at her. Next up will be the evaders. So who's doing that?
Hey. That's
There's 3 of you, actually.
Yuan.
There's 3 of us.
Yep.
Your choice.
Who would like to go first?
I'll let you soften them up first.
Okay. I'll use a ground shift on now. There's how many of them are outside the building now?
1 is outside the building, 1 is underground, and then the other 2 are in the building.
Right, so I wouldn't be able to get to the 2 people in the building.
No.
No.
Oh, you could run past this guy, but
The plan was
It's
to
up
get them
to you.
all out.
Yeah.
And if there's anything I know about Taiki's plans, it's that they're flawless.
Well, if that's the case, I might use metal bindings instead. Can I use metal?
Whoa. I don't think so, because have
Okay.
you been to the Metal Bending Academy before?
No, I don't. No,
Then
I have not.
I will give you a big no on that.
No.
Oh, well,
that's all right.
your earthbending technique is sweep the leg, right? Is that the one you
I
learned?
have to be closer, I imagine, but it doesn't quite work like that.
You
You're
do
better
have
off-
one. You do have one pretty much straight in front of you.
I do.
Wait,
One
no, you're on the
outside.
roof, right?
That's what I mean.
You could drop down. That could be your. That could be.
You could use rock column.
you
Oh no,
could
that's
do
advanced
rock
attack.
column
Sorry,
or
you're doing
smash,
you're
yeah.
doing evade and observe, so that would have had to have come the previous
Yeah.
round.
No, I'll use ground shift, and I'll just pick the single foe.
You could also do eat dirt.
Oh, have we got access
Yeah,
to
but-
all the techniques in the back of the book?
Yeah, pretty much as long as it's not got like a special tag, like an asterisk on it, it's going to give you most of those as an earthbender or an airbender or a weapon user.
Well, now what I'll do, I'll use eat earth because it's just the one, and I'll target the one, and the target is impaired and unable to choose defend and maneuver.
Mm-hmm.
The next challenge.
Oh, cool. They can't defend and maneuver that one. That's good. Okay, Lan, what are you doing?
They're impaired.
My best.
Yes, correct.
Well, the one on the ground is impaired.
Yes.
How long?
It'll be till next exchange.
Okay, that's not that long. I guess I'll try to throw the net and make it a bit more permanent. I'll just stand up there on the edge of the roof and just think, just like a fish, just like a fish, just like a fish, and then like my eyes clear over and I see like a little fish flopping around in the shallow shores underneath it. I'll throw the net.
She's doing it. Just observing the
So
change in land.
you're throwing the net, and what's the net give you on that one?
Well, I imagine I'm relying on my training, which is a focus. It's part of my fighting style, which I didn't know I had.
Okay.
Fighting.
Yeah.
So, are you trying to bolster and hinder right now, inflicting?
Yes, that was the plan. Was
Okay,
to
sweet.
stop him.
I'll give you. Okay, so this would be a negative status. You would get them trapped.
That's the plan.
So they would either need to mark a fatigue or 3 conditions here to escape this.
Right.
All
And
right,
that seems a little bit more permanent.
That's definitely going to hinder them a lot more. Okay,
I'm gonna have a go. All right. I'm using my training, so I'm using focus, and I furrow my brow, so I got a focus +4.
Mhm.
Here we go. Without a word of a lie, and I'll take a photo. That's 2 6s.
Hey!
Yes.
16.
Wow.
Wow.
You see my hands? See my hands?
I'm
I
going to
haven't-
say they're out of this. They are
I haven't touched the
completely.
dice.
They're completely out. They're stunned. You have detained them so much that you got them on lock at this point, Lan. That is impressively good.
She didn't know. She had it in her.
She has.
Now that's following the plan, Lan.
You are so
that's
Lan is special training under weapon because Lan is a weapon.
Correct.
Himself is a weapon.
Bravo.
Matt, just a question. Should I have rolled for my eat dirt?
Probably, but let's play it forward because
No,
I
that's
also
fine. I just
didn't
want to know for
remember.
next time.
No, you're
I just
totally
like rolling
right.
dice. And it's a good thing I did.
It's a DM thing, Jackson. Just like, I'll just roll anyway.
Yeah, just see what happens. Just make noise. Just need to hear the noise.
Yeah. Look, I'm not, I'm not going to pretend I know the system inside and out. We're just having fun. So next up, Juan, did we have yours already?
No.
No,
Yushwan is now the last.
So you'll be
person
up
to go.
next.
Yes. I am looking what I could do. I don't know. I'm like just in awe of Lan's amazing,
So is Lan.
That was fantastic.
It's like, oh my god.
Can be
Okay,
the guy
well-
like sitting on the ground rigging like a
We
fish or
love
something.
Yeah.
Lan.
I guess what can I do?
So
Up
you
on the
got test
rooftop.
balance, bolster or hinder, or commit as your main actions here.
Yeah. I don't know. I may need some assistance.
That's all right. Well, I guess describe to me what you wanted to do. Did you want to use your pepper bombs?
Yeah.
That'll
To
be
get more of them out?
that'll be bolster or hinder. So you'll inflict an appropriate status on someone based on the action that you want to do. So if you want to throw some pepper bombs, we can give them a condition of some kind.
Because there's
Still
still
the
two
hole in the
inside
roof.
the building that
Still
we
two
don't
in the
like.
building, yeah.
Yeah,
And we wanted to get them out.
Yeah.
You still got that hole.
Yep. All right. I'll use the hole. Can I do I have a good advantage through the hole? Can I see through the hole? Like.
Yeah, you've
for
got
the-
enough that you could just drop some in and then aim it fairly nicely.
Sure, I'll do that.
All right. You drop your pepper bombs in, and let's give them impaired. They basically mark off a fatigue or take -2 to all physical actions. They choose one or fewer techniques, so that's NPCs. They basically get to they cannot do much in their turn anymore.
Oh snap!
All right. Well, that is an exchange. We'll go to the next one. Can I get a show of hands for defending for the next one?
Guess so. I guess so.
3 defenders, attackers.
Oh, sorry. What are you doing, Yushwan? I wanted to stick with you. Staying up here, or are you gonna come down to the ground?
I'll guess I'll come down to the ground.
So that'll be maneuvering on that one. So that'll be a descending.
Seizing a new position. That's my plan.
All right. So actually, that's everyone. Then we got 4 defenders, 1 attacker.
Right.
All right. And NPC will do that, and the enemies will do that. Okay, so defenders, what you doing? Let's start with John.
I would like to use dust stepping to go from the roof down into the building.
Oh heck yeah! So dust step is thin pillars of dust and stone. You go downward, and
Become favored and prepared.
You become favored and prepared. They will not mark 2 fatigue to block the effect, so you get that. And that's very cool. I like that a lot. Ben.
Oh, should I roll on that?
Yeah, you would be rolling on that. Sorry, you'll be doing. I'm
You can give
terrible.
it to me. I don't mind.
No. You ratted yourself out. Roll focus for us, please.
10.
Sorry, what'd you get?
10.
10. Oh yeah, that's a good hit. So you get down there, no problem at all, and you get your conditions there.
Now you like just step off the air and go down with a column.
Pretty much. Okay, Ben, what are you looking to do?
Jumping off the rooftop.
Okay,
And,
so looking to seize a position here.
Just want to try and get close to land as possible.
Okay, so let's say you can do that. You can move to a new location. You, what was are you a weapons user as well, or was it tech user?
Techie.
Techie. All right, so
Sounds like Yushwan and Lan are just sticking together. We're just going to go down to the ground.
you guys just go to ground. Yeah,
We're going to
that sounds
get
good.
ready for the next guys coming out, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can go to ground. Lan, you're going to ground as well. And Taiki, what are you doing?
I would like to. So Kiku is going to attack. I would like to use my tag team technique, which is to work with an ally against the same foe. And so whichever foe she's going to attack, I want to help her out, and that will, if successful, double any fatigue conditions or balance shifts that get inflicted upon that foe.
But the one outside is in the net.
Yeah.
So we've only got the 2 inside to worry about
You've
now.
only got the 2 inside now, yeah.
Because one's in the ground.
Oh, actually, now that you guys are inside, you see what Jean Yu has seen. She's kind of standing in
it's
front of it going
important.
like, oh no. And you're looking at this massive airbending statue
Crap.
carved out of rock. And
I could
she's,
totally live that.
she's just she's sitting there
Totally
going
lift
like,
that.
oh, we got to move this, huh?
Where are those fish guys when we need them.
Yeah, I know, right? But it's a big statue. You can see drag marks on the floor that they got this in here. And it is large. This is going to take some work. This is not a quick job here.
The whole plan hinged on running in,
Snatch and
grabbing it,
grab.
running out.
Yeah.
It was a good plan until this point.
It was a good plan.
If Chan Yu is shouting that out, I think maybe Lan might take a move inside rather than just sitting outside.
Okay.
Maybe you or Shuan would agree.
So attackers. Oh, actually,
Can we do that? Can we use that move to get inside rather than
oh
just
yeah,
on
you
the
can
ground?
absolutely do that. Yeah, absolutely.
That's what
So you'll be inside with everybody else. And then attackers. What are you doing?
So the 3 people who are outside that I can see, they are all now restrained by the net.
Yeah.
What are the odds of them getting free from the net?
Pretty much 0 with how good they were rolled.
16.
Pretty much 0. They have stunned condition and they just can't act and respond.
Cool. Wonderful. Love it. Can I rush forward and try and, because the front door's sealed now, isn't it?
No, it's
just
still
to get
open.
around to sealing the door because we didn't get them
No.
all out, so we
Yeah,
didn't
no, we
do
didn't
it.
get them all out.
No,
so
yeah,
we
you didn't do it.
We had to improvise.
Yeah.
Which is never first time.
Is it too late? Can Kiku change to a move rather than attack?
True, I don't have anyone to attack really.
You can destabilize the environment and start like making appropriate measures to, I guess, get rid of the remaining foes, or like maybe help get the statue out.
Cool. I'll destroy the front door actually.
Yeah.
Make the hole bigger.
Make the hole bigger.
Yeah, just take out the side of the building so that it can.
I want to blow the bloody door off.
You can
Nice,
do that,
I
yeah.
like that.
So
I
if
like
you
that.
you got to mark a fatigue, but you can absolutely just detonate this front of this building and make the hole much larger.
Yeah. It's like, what? You need to bring it out. Bring it out.
Yeah.
Pivot.
You you see Zhan Yu, basically she's doing evading observing. She's going to commit herself, and the discovery of this, she's going to push towards discovery, and go, this is what we came for. We have to do this. It's for the Avatar. This is a fantastic find. So she's not marking. She is clearing a fatigue on this. So she's only got 1 left, and then the other enemies are basically going to try and they're going to test balance on who's throwing the pepper bomb. So they're going to test balance on Yuxuan. They're going like, we're just doing this to help our families. Why are you attacking us? Oh my god! And they're going to challenge your foe's balance. So, what's your principle right now? So your balance meter, your 2 fish.
Oh, right.
You're
It's
centered, right?
Center 0.
But what's the 2 edges?
Oh, sorry, forgiveness and action.
So they're gonna force you to move yours forward to
Balance to forgiveness.
Yeah,
it'll go towards forgiveness. They're gonna make you feel really bad about what you've done here because you basically pepper sprayed them in a little bomb.
All right. What do I need to do?
So basically, you move it up on the track, and if you've got to
Okay.
make a check for it, you have to do it from there now instead.
Gotcha. Ooh, okay. I kind of feel bad now, guys.
Okay, next exchange. So who have we got for defending?
What do I want to do? How many nets have I got?
Any
Any
attackers?
more nets?
How many are left?
There's only 1 at this point. The other thing is you could just try and get the statue and get out of here. In fact, Zhuan Yu is starting to earthbend and lift up the statue and very slowly just like like taking it out, like with her earthbending in tow.
Step by step.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna attack.
All right.
Yeah, ditto.
Any evaders?
I will evade this time.
I've got a thing. I found a thing.
Help with the. Can I help with the statue?
You sure can. I would let you bolster in evading for that. You can aid them to get it done quicker. At this point during this you see, well, actually you hear some metal boots also walking from behind you.
Oh no.
Very very slowly with it sounds like there's spurs on their feet as well.
Oh no,
And,
the cowboys are here.
You see the sunlight get blocked out just for a moment of a big shoulder pad kind of swinging around, and a guy.
Oh no, it's the claw.
Oh no, I forgot about the claw.
I forgot about the claw.
A figure walks around and he's holding like a cup with a straw and a bunch of red jelly in it.
Hey, it's catching on.
So I heard there's some really good drinks going around in the Jelly Shack, huh? Want to tell me who's encroaching on my businesses with their stuff? Telling my workers who's inventing new ideas?
No.
I think you know who. I think you know who. Because I know who. And he's like looking directly at Taiki.
I'm in the building. I can't see this.
It's good, right?
There's so much jelly in my mouth.
It's good, right? You like it?
It's pretty good.
Look, all I asked is if I could carry it away. I didn't make him do that. It was we just kind of riffed off each other.
Listen here. This is delicious.
Good.
However, I'm trying to put all the other guys out of business.
Right.
Their grape stuff is terrible.
Mm-hmm.
You can't taste it. It's not good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it. But I can't just, go burning down buildings.
Is this Jeremy?
It is not Jeremy.
Are you related
It
to
is not
Jeremy?
Jeremy. I just hate it so much.
It's Laramie.
So confused.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. You give us the statue, and I'll let you have the intellectual property rights to that drink.
Ooh.
How about this? No deal.
Okay.
I'll bring
that's
her
the
in.
second option.
I'll bring her in.
Bring her in where?
Well, she's got
Is
a
this a
bounty
date?
on her head, doesn't she?
Is this a date?
She's got a bounty on her head. I could take that, get some nice favor with the airbenders, the airbender, and then all of you can just suck it, really. You can suck it, and not like I'm sucking on these jellies.
But I get to keep the IP.
No.
rights for that
I'm
drink.
taking the IP. I am absolutely taking the IP.
That's not how it works, right?
This isn't a contract negotiation.
This is exactly what it is. It's a.
I'm
Have you seen the book? Have you seen the plan?
Do you understand who I am?
Oh,
I got
this
this.
is the claw.
I'm the claw.
Oh.
It's
Is that what that
not
is?
intimidating to you.
I mean,
he's seen bigger.
He's like holding he's like holding a green tea and red jelly bubble tea and just waving a metal claw. Is this not intimidating to you?
Not as intimidating as an entire team of copyright lawyers.
I don't know what a copyright lawyer is. I'm gonna get this claw and I'm gonna wring your little neck. If I have to.
Sorry.
I would prefer not to.
I feel like negotiations have become hostile.
Negotiations failed.
So I was asked to stop taking notes a little while ago, so now I'm a little bit confused. You are the claw, and you're also connected to the Jelly Shack?
Well, I own the compet. It's
the competing franchise.
No, yeah, I've got it now. No, yeah, I'm all
Oh,
caught out.
you
I
own
just
the
wanna
House of
clarify
Jelly.
that. The House of
Yeah,
Jelly?
House of Jelly.
No, he's the Jelly Hut.
Oh, the Jelly Hut.
Oh my god!
I thought the Jelly Hut closed down.
I hate teenagers. I hate teenagers so much. All they want to do is drink their bubble tea without the grape jelly in it, but the grape jelly tastes so bad. Okay, what's gonna happen is you're gonna get out of here. Is what's gonna get out of here. You're gonna get out. You're gonna let me take this, and then it's gonna be it. And I won't
That's fine,
tell
we'll-
anybody that you assaulted the snow rats.
We'll get out of here we'll just take the statue and go. It's fine.
How far is Genevieve at this point with the statue?
He's just like walking. She's like, "Hey," just like walking. This guy's clearly got like not enough power here.
Yeah.
And it could be the fact that he's got a bubble tea in hand that you just don't take him seriously.
It's probably that. Yes.
Yeah.
Can I make his bubble tea boil?
Yes.
No, he's like,
I
I'm
would
so
like
angry.
to ruin his bubble tea.
And I realize it didn't work out last time, but can I then, if once it's boiling, can I just like use water bending to throw it at his face?
Okay.
As like a tag
look,
team.
in the interest of time on the stream,
Yes.
I will allow this because it's funny and I like it, and we can solve the problems of the day with bubble
Yes.
tea in someone's
Well,
face.
I've-
Okay. So
Boiling bubble
I
tea.
want a
Scalding.
check from each of you.
Okay.
And I want it to be, this will be attacking, obviously, and maybe so I want a passion roll for whoever's making it boil, and then what's up, Ben?
I've got a move saying like your rules stink. I'd like to stand up against the adult by telling them their rules are stupid.
That's
And-
fantastic. Okay, go on.
Yeah. This is good. They have no authority. I love it.
So I do a roll with a passion. On a hit, they are surprised by the argument, and
Nice.
they
Oh,
shift their
heck yeah.
balance or offer you on a way forward past the rules.
God, it's such a
Make the rule.
it's such a teenager thing to do.
Yes.
You have to do. I'm going to take your statue, and they're like, you suck.
You know what?
There's no rhyme or reason beyond
Yeah.
it.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
just
well,
like,
you're a loser.
I don't like you, and they're like,
You probably like plain jelly in your bubble tea.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
no offense, Lan.
Okay, so make your passion roll. Kiku, can you also make a passion roll? And then Taiki, can you make a hinder roll? So creativity or harmony.
Creativity is probably going to be the one I'll go for since I have a bonus to that.
I got a 9 on my attack. So a 9 of boiling bubble tea.
I got 2 4s on the dice with an 8, which is an 8 plus 1 for creativity. Can I also use a plus 1 from my plan thing?
Sure thing.
As a 1 for 1. So
Sure
that
thing.
would be 10.
Good hit. All right.
I've got a 11, so a 10 plus
Ooh.
1.
Ooh.
Named by bubble tea.
You're,
The container,
you're
because
stupid like
they
Jeremy.
haven't invented plastic yet. These are ceramic cups, right?
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah.
and it like comes out. The bamboo splits.
Yeah.
The bamboo like splits off, and he's like, the grapes on my face. And it's like it's sticking to his face. It's all hot sugar, and it's coming on him. And it's all the green tea is now dripping on him. It's burning. He's embarrassed. He's got the doomed condition. He keeps taking fatigue every couple of seconds.
Oh,
he
no.
suddenly also gets the hindered. What's it?
Yeah.
The one of them. It
Yeah.
keeps marking fatigue over and over
so
again.
So much.
He has
fatigue.
the not his day condition.
He's also feeling the guilty, insecure, angry, afraid, and troubled conditions, all of them at once.
Wow.
And he
insecure and angry.
His balance shifts way too far on one hit. He can't take it, and he collapses on the ground, just like crying, just like I hate the grape. The claws days are over. Oh my god!
Wow, we turned him into a sobbing Jeremy.
You turned him into a jelly of a human.
And not only
Come full
that,
circle.
a plain flavored jelly.
Yeah. No offense, Lan.
Don't take
Yeah,
it.
no offense, Lan.
But my gosh,
So we can walk the statue out of here now?
you are able to just like march this statue out back to town.
As we
All
go
the way
past
back
the
to
claw. Oh, sorry. I was going to say, as we
all-
go past the claw, I just drop a card that's like 1 free grape jelly discount card for him.
Man,
It's like a
Taiki
final-
coming on with the absolute burn on the way back. Turns out the tea burn wasn't enough for him. He had to go for the kill and just hand him just a little bit of a 3rd degree zinger at the end.
And I will shift one more towards confidence.
You absolutely will, my friend. All right, so okay.
And
We
I'll
get
just
back
take
to
his
town.
purse on the way out.
We go back to town. You can start making arrangements to have this sent back to the Beifong Academy, and Zhan Yu will say thank you so much for your unconventional yet successful means of helping me secure a very important artifact to not only myself, the Metal Bending Academy, but the Avatar himself. And I would hope that if we can ever count upon you again, then we would be able to find you nearby. So keep an ear out. We can always use fresh faces in whatever means that we need to get of adventures and quests that we need to get done. So thank you so much for this, and I hope that the payment that I paid up front was enough for you all to buy some nice things for yourself.
Well, look, we learned a lot as well. I think it's safe to say that next time trouble rears its ugly head, you can call on the Jelly Crew. What do we got? We got a new team name, don't we? We're going to be doing this again.
Yeah, like
Jelly
who
Crew.
wants to take some of our sweet denomination of currency and get some more
denomination.
jelly?
Yeah, sweet denomination.
Jelly.
You know what, Lan? I'm going to try a plain one.
You know what? Same here.
Oh, that's fantastic. We close the
And
curtain
scene.
on our adventure. Everybody's sitting around the jelly shack. You see the owners and proprietors cheerfully bringing you all a plain tea with plain jelly, no extra sugar, and absolutely having a ball as you in this fishing town wondering how did they even invent jelly in the first place. And his scene closes before, like, the end ? Appears there. There's no actual epilogue. The typo on the screen when they wrote the credits it came up. So
that's fine.
Whether or not the producers greenlit a sequel is unsure, but still there if they ever want it.
It just plays the Jelly Shack theme song.
Don't you forget about
Jelly Shack.
Oh my gosh! Well, thank you everyone for enjoying and watching this this Avatar Legends one shot.
What a good time!
We
What a
went so off the rails
Yeah.
with it
So
a good
fast.
way.
So yeah, how much of the
Yeah, how many
adventure as
paragraphs,
published
Matt?
talks
Give me a-
about the Jelly Shack and
So no, the Jelly Shack. So here's the thing: the Jelly Shack is real.
Oh, okay.
It's in the
I did not
published
make that
material.
up, and that's
Oh,
why
it's the
I
one bit.
I love
yes.
that.
So look, here we go. In the adventure, it's like, what is the artifact? Blah blah blah, and then it lets you decide the artifact. And I was like, what if it's really big? That would be funny.
Yeah.
In Boat Bottom, there are 3 places to go to. You can go to the Jelly Shack, the Pump Yard, or the Dirigible site. And I immediately went, we're going to the Jelly Shack.
Correct. Correct decision.
Perfect.
So yeah, no, Jelly Shack was real.
I
and
lost
then,
track, and then we took it and ran with it.
Yeah, absolutely. Everything else other than that was just like, all right. We're too far into the jelly and tea plot line. Let's keep going with that. Oh man,
what a time!
Good stuff.
Well, let's go around really quick for everyone to give him a little shout out. Let's start with Karen. Thank you for
Hi.
joining us.
Thank you so much for having me. This was delightful. I am Karen, sometimes known as the Mother O'Bunnies over on Twitter. You can find me on Corsair's Cove, which is the Twitch channel I run with Josh the Pirate. We'll be back on Monday to do some more Humble Strahd crossover cute animals meets vampire horror. It's a good time. And we're playing Dream Daddy on Thursdays for something completely different. Thank you for joining us at GaryCon.
All right, Jackson.
Hey, I've been Jackson, and I'm on the team at Campaign Coins. We make real metal tokens and coins to enhance your role-playing experience. It's a good time. And I'm also streaming every week, Saturday morning, my time, Friday evening, other people's times, on twitch.tv/Chaosium Inc., the official Call of Cthulhu live stream for publisher Chaosium. It's a good time as well. Oh, I'm sorry, Karen, you said it's a good time, but now mine's a good time. So I hope everyone else is having a good time. I had a good time. Thank you.
That sounds like a good time. John, do you also have a good time for us?
Oh, very much so. Yes, I'm John the Dragon from Meeples and Dragons. And I've been reminded to tell everybody that we're doing a stream next Saturday.
on Twitch at Meeples and Dragons. It might be a little bit different side of things for our campaign, but you can find us at Twitter on @Meeples and Dragons, or check out our website meeplesanddragons.com.au.
All right.
It was a very good time today. Lots of jelly.
I am not jelly of the jelly that we endured and consumed. Ben.
Hello, my name is Ben. Good time. I'm from Tabletop Explorers. Been on a bit of a hiatus, but getting back into it. Monday nights, playing some board games, having some fun with some good times.
Good times.
Nick, hello. Jelly,
Hello.
good times.
Jelly good times
Yes.
indeed. I had a jelly good time. My name is Nick, or I go by NVCDM online. You can find me guesting on streams like this, or playing other TTRPGs, or being a nuisance in the chat of other streams. Or you can find me on social media that I may or may not use at that NVCDM. And I'll see you next time.
And I've been your game master. I'm Matt Briefcase Brown. You can find me on Twitter at NoFunBrown. I'm from a channel called Split the Party TV on Twitch, or just Split the Party on YouTube. We do a lot of TTRPG. We do a lot of comedy and gaming content. I'm also a professional DM. You can hire me for services either through my DMs or dungeonmasterhire.com.au. I would love to talk to you about playing any of these RPGs that are going on at GaryCon or D&D or whatever is your fancy. I'll probably pick it up and learn it. So check it out. And Heath, if you're around, thank you so much. Thank you so much for having us, because this has been so fun.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun, mate.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us,
Always a
man.
pleasure.
Anytime in the future. This was very fun.
And a jelly good time to everyone.
Perfect.
Stop.
Why?
Why was he taken from
Oh
the
no, I
fly?
forgot to take off
Did you mute your
producer
own
mode.
mic?
It's gone quiet, says chat, because we were politely listening as Heath talked, having no idea that the audience couldn't hear.
He did a great outro.
Yeah, it was.
It was so good, everyone.
You just got to picture how much jelly was involved with that outro.
Many jelly puns.
All right,
You'd be
Heath,
very jelly of the jelly.
say your outro again, and we'll
Take
repeat
us
it word for
away.
word.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Got more Heath in the chat.
Germany
We'll
is
cut over
taking
now,
over the
too.
stream now, so stick around if you want to see some of them.
All right. See you later, everybody. Thank you for
Have
joining.
a good lesson.